Oh, I have my TV on. You know what? It's fine. Oh wait, I think I'm good now. Um. Oh no, I'm not good. I need to delete that. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me? Or stream delay? I'm trying to listen to myself. Hmm. Is this better? I'm turning. I'm turning off my fan. Oh, that was way better when I did that. Oh wait. I think this is the best spot that I can get you. I can't tell if you can hear the game. That's the hard bit. Because I definitely can. You guys can't hear the game. Oop. Oh no. Where is game capture? Yeah, game capture's all the way down. Okay, wait. I turned it up. I'm gonna have to pull out my phone again, aren't I? Oh no. I think you can hear the game. Can Pass Me talk, please? Okay. I think we're solid. I think. I don't know. No, we're gonna get technical support. Technical support as in just a random person and force them to tell me if they can hear the game as I speak.
I value the present day. No suspicious colleagues are around poking their noses into others' affairs, nor must I conceal my research direction.
Oh wait, no, I don't have to. I just heard her. Okay, I did this correctly. I did it right. I'll turn the game a little up. Just for fun purposes. Okay. I think we're good now. Yippee! Okay. That was the wrong button. That was the complete and utter wrong button. That was the wrong button. That was the wrong button. Leave, 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 leave. Okay. We're playing this one. If it wasn't clear, I didn't know whether to call it Chapter 11 or A Long, Long Way. I said both. Wait, I haven't. You know what? I don't have to explain. I don't have to explain anything. I mean, I dropped my mic. I could, but I'm not gonna. Oh wait, I have to have my phone out so I can read chat if anything comes through. Oh my god. I've closed everything. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. I've done it! Okay. We're gonna play the game now. After. How long have I been here? I don't know, apparently. Apparently, I can't see how long I've been here. Oh. About 11, 12 minutes. Okay. We're playing. I think this is.
Everyone imagines their future. In most, they grow up, they make friends, get married, and hope to make their fathers and grandfathers proud. We enter this new era full of those same hopes for our future. We had no idea what lay in wait for us. We called it the triumphant opening to the greatest era in history. A rite of passage for every man to be. Join us in an adventure side by side, bound by courage and loyalty. Return home victorious, and let your legend be told for generations to come. That was the future we imagined. Now, those sweet and fitting lies have melted away. Barely more than children, we find ourselves bound, not for adventure, but for an open grave of mud and ruin. Those of us who were lucky, or unlucky, to survive this battlefield, were forged into something new. Numb, cruel, corrupted. The earth became fire and mud, and all of us devils. What was it that we wanted from this war? To be remembered and celebrated as heroes? Or to forget and be forgotten? The answer may seem obvious, but the question itself lies at fault. Because death, meaningless death, came for thousands of us every day, and we knew. We soldiers never had a choice.
Whoa. Okay, or a farm. I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? Okay, Mesmer, we know it's you. Mesmer Jr., come on out. No need to have the pixelated dots. Ice, an iceberg, a huge iceberg. An iceberg.
Anything else?
A flood that drowns the entire era.
God.
Okay, well, I was talking. Let me talk. I'm the timekeeper. Okay, I'm the timekeeper. No. No, no!
Well then, what year is it now?
$1920.
Subconscious stable. No sign of invasive illusion. Cognition reality match rate normal. Our test subject awakens.
What? Don't tell me I went into another coma. Did I go into another coma?
Last question. What's this?
An elephant. I'm not colorblind. Would that have been the appropriate response? Why would I say any of the other two options? This is nonsense. Yes. Elephants are the shadow of death. They're the shadow of death. No, it's an animal.
An elephant.
Okay. Thank you, Britain. Her questioner realizes she should have expected nothing less than a blunt answer.
Correct. A plain and simple answer like that is an excellent sign.
Thanks.
This test isn't like the others, from the artificial somnambulism we used to go through.
It's a special examination we've prepared for all personnel involved in the Antarctic operation. It wasn't my idea, by the way.
So are we going to see Nautica again? Is Nautica going to be spotted in this chapter? To anyone who has no context, even though you might have context, right before this, they were in Antarctica, and there was this girl named Nautica, and a bunch of stuff happened, and the villain got resurrected. I shouldn't just make random noises. Anyways, she powers down her equipment, the whirs and hums of its electric current fading with a soft drum.
I would say, based on your recovery so far, you could have been discharged a week ago, but we had strict orders to complete our entire course of treatment outlined in the medical manual.
Now, would you have done that if she weren't the timekeeper? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I think that you would have sentenced them out earlier if it was somebody who was an arcanist that wasn't the timekeeper.
Whatever it is that hides under the Antarctic, it didn't do any additional harm to your mental health.
That definitely isn't true. That's not true at all. That's not true at all.
You're lucky, you know. Many others have suffered irreversible damage that will limit their day-to-day lives.
Really? Ooh. Nautica?
What about Nautica and Miss Stranger?
That's what I was wondering.
I have no access to Miss Stranger's information. All I know is she's been sent to another department for treatment.
Dang.
As for Nautica, she's doing great.
Nautica? Nautica? Nautica or Nautica? I've been thinking it's Nautica. Nautica? Why would it be Nautica? Vesper Jr. offers her judgment in
Where is she
plain
now?
terms.
Does she have enough space to stretch?
Mr. Hoffman cleared out a lecture hall for her. I wouldn't call it a palace, but it's spacious enough to meet her needs.
That's
Too bad,
nice.
though. Now she's being cornered in there by every arcane biologist, ancient myth enthusiast, and crazy ritualist we have on staff.
Well, dang.
I guess they've decided she's an invaluable opportunity to learn more.
Well, yeah. That's no shock.
You do have access to that hall if you really want to know how she's doing. Just go knock on her door. She's also been asking about you.
Oh my gosh, we do get to see Nautica. The therapist averts her gaze and shifts away to end the conversation as she begins to tidy the ward. She's a therapist? A soft knock at the door breaks the awkward tension.
Timekeeper? Come on in, Sonetto.
I just realized what Britain looks like. She is not doing great. A splash of orange from her hair is a welcome break from the dull gray and white. Sonetto casts a polite glance toward her old classmate.
Hi, Mesmer. How's the timekeeper doing? She's good to go. Thank you. Just a minute.
Sonetto recalls today's agenda.
Timekeeper, Madam Z said the Storm investigation team is back. She's waiting for you in Madam Vice President's office.
Okay.
Let's head that way then.
You two have fun. Take care.
Mesmer Jr. sees the guests out, staying beside to wrap up her final tasks. The aftershocks of the 10th storm still ripple through the Foundation. Though they've long grown used to the changing times, the staff move through the geometric corridors, less like a well-oiled machine and more like a clogging artery.
There's so much tension in the air now.
I suppose because this storm was different from the ones we've seen before. I look forward to hearing what Madam Z has to say about it.
How is it different?
I don't intend to waste my time on this anymore.
Who are you?
Huh?
A committee member strides out of the office, his face completely distorted in contrast to his neat uniform. Another man rushes behind him, doing his best to keep his pace in check.
Please, I thought we reached an agreement, Aaron and I.
However, the one he's chasing has already reached the fork at the far end of the hall.
Naturally, I accept the committee's decision. If you really think we don't have to prioritize the manners, then be my guest.
Our top priority is to restore peace and order to this era. You should know that.
We're at war, Mr. Pacifist. One far more dangerous than you could possibly conceive.
Well, we all know that.
Pacifist? What do you mean, pacifist?
Why aren't you going after Manus? Irene doesn't respond. He turns down the left path and disappears from view. The pacifist committee member gives up his chase and takes the other path.
The room they just came out of, is that...
Probably meeting room.
It does appear so. The Vice President's office.
Ugh.
Let's go.
After you.
Even Sonetto knows they're not doing great. Oh no. The expected occupant is nowhere to be seen. Only her chief of staff waits inside.
Very nearly perfect timing, Burton. Sonetto. I had heard that the rehab center cleared you for release. But it's all the more reassuring to see it for myself.
I don't like you. The signs of the fierce argument that took place linger in the mess of the documents strewn over the table.
Madam Z, we saw Irenai and Pedra at the door.
Let's not talk about them for now.
Understood. So, the Storm investigation team has returned?
Correct. Thanks to the field agent squad and our investigators. We've collected enough proof to verify your hypothesis. History has changed.
Wait, so we know about Nautica, and Miss Stranger, but we don't know about Moldir and the squirrel. Okay, I'm
The
wondering
10th
about the
storm
Moldir and
has
the
brought us
squirrel.
to an entirely different 1920 than we knew. One with the war still raging that should have long been over.
Oh.
Do we understand why history has changed?
Applause has two hypotheses. The first centers on the ritual held in the Antarctic. Despite being interrupted, its flood might have changed the storm's nature.
I didn't read. I was not paying attention. Oh no. Correct. Thanks to the field agent squad and our investigators, we've collected enough proof to verify your hypothesis. History has changed. The 10th storm has brought us to an entirely different 1920 than we knew, one with a war still raging that should have been long over. Okay. Okay. Actually, that is interesting. I should have paid attention. I'll pay attention now.
Which has resulted in an even greater deviation from history as we knew it. Don't look so discouraged. That would be much better than the other theory.
What? Don't be discouraged because it could be worse. You are horrible.
After her revival, Arcana may have obtained the power to use the storm to alter the course of history.
Well, I insert curse word. That's all I can say. That's all I can
If
say.
that is the case, in all likelihood, that means this war
is likely a result of intentional manipulation by Arcana. Manus Vindictae is trying to bring more chaos to the world.
It's like with the first few chapters with them fucking around with the stock market. The solemn room welcomes its master.
It's been a long time since we last met in this room, Timekeeper.
Yeah, and I hate you. Let's wrap it up.
It seems like nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed because I still
But
hate
there's
you.
no time to dwell on that. I have some critical updates for you.
Okay.
This war may be close to its end. Though the fighting continues, we've begun engaging each side's leaders, and we believe a truce is possible. There will be a peace talk, and the committee has decided to act as its mediator. Peace is always the Foundation's top priority. After this situation is stabilized, we'll pool our resources and focus on the Manus.
Okay.
I see. How's the progress so far?
Probably bad. The Chief of Staff answers on her behalf for this minor detail.
Our branch leaders have built lines of communication, and we have reached an agreement on some of the terms with their respective governments. Pedro will go to meet the commanders on behalf of the Foundation, with the aim to reach a lasting truce by the end of the month.
Pedra, I'm gonna call it, Pedra is dying before this chapter ends. There is no way Pedra lives. Pedra is dying. We're gonna get a note saying that Pedra has died on the battlefield and that there's not going to be a truce possible. Whatever is the worst possibility in Reverse 1999 is always going to be what happens. And that is one of the worst things that could happen, is Pedra dying while he's going to go and do negotiations and trying to get a lasting truce. Pedra is dying. There's no doubt about
If
it.
everything goes well, we may be able to restore peace before the new year.
If we even make it then. Now is the time to ask the question that's been lingering in her mind.
As we arrived, I heard Iranai call Pedra a pacifist. Does Iranai disagree with the Foundation's policy regarding the war?
Clearly, Burton catch up.
It isn't a matter of the policy, but the means by which we achieve it, to be precise.
How do you mean?
He and a few others believe all attempts to restore peace are bound to fail unless we destroy the Manus first.
That is a fair ideology.
In short, he wants to do things the tough way.
Got it. To be continued. Too bad, I'm going to immediately do this. Oh my goodness. This lady.
Ah, a visitor. How unexpected. There's nothing here now. Only the ashes of war. What is it you want from a place like this?
Okay, who are you? There's been like 5 voices for this. Who are you?
Run along now. Back to your school books. Or a swing in a playground, perhaps. This is no place for a girl like you.
I don't know you.
Naturally, I am no celebrity.
Clearly.
I'd prefer to keep it that way. Fame is of no interest to me. Just an opportunity for greater harassment.
Fair.
But the entire world is in ruins now. I have nowhere else to go. And it seems you're stuck here with me, you poor sap. You trekked to the end of the world, fought a pointless war, and for what? A broken spinning wheel? Even that they took away from you, along with the girl clinging to life by a thread, before sending you off to the next battleground.
Yo, stop talking about my mom.
I hope that rusty old thing holds some kind of secret to saving the world or ending this war.
I hope you're eaten by a pack of wolves.
Maybe then you can take on another career before you die. A watchmaker, perhaps.
The war will end one day.
I've nothing more to say. Would you kindly leave me alone for a while?
Gladly.
I have no tea or snacks to offer. I can't even recall what they taste like. Go on. Savor the war. There'll be another after this. No need to worry about things going exactly as you'd like.
They never say who they are. But that's fine. That's Charon right there. That's the guy. 20! Okay. I should have probably read the description. I didn't though. Old boots. We're in the trenches! I'm in the trenches! I probably shouldn't giggle. So, yeah, I shouldn't have giggled. I just read the text. I shouldn't have giggled. Soldiers lay a corpse on a dry wooden plank, making an effort to place their fallen comrade in something resembling a peaceful pose. The plank, formed from dismantled ammo crates, has been formed into a makeshift sledge complete with a small set of wheels. The handler stands resolutely by the body at the edge of the trench, his tattered cloak making him look like the part of a grim reaper. He kneels, prying off the soldier's dog tag, and pockets the bottom half. Franz Schreier.
This is all we could find. Can you take care of him, Charon?
Natürlich. He will be given a proper burial.
I thought they said this war would end before the winter came.
The now familiar gloom seeps out from behind Rudolph's thick glasses, like tears. Franz lies still, indifferent to the scene. Another soldier shoves his way through their small crowd, puffing with frustration, places another leg on the board, completing the set. Then, without a word, he removes the boot from the corpse's other leg, matching it with another.
Now he'll be ready for the march home.
You sure that was Franz's leg?
The kind-hearted Captain Wilhelm looks at his soldier in horror.
Better be. I risked my life up there grabbing it. He promised I could have his boots if he got scraped off.
Mein Gott. I remember when he said that.
He starts to say something, but swallows it back. The soldiers huddle together in the narrow bend of the trench.
But
Charlon's words come out in a slow drip, seemingly unaware of the conversation around him.
Andreas went missing in the last attack. The body will be impossible to move off the front lines without him.
Your pony could bet its worm food.
You suck. Go away.
Shut up, Erich.
Please, don't worry. There will be somewhere quiet nearby. But it may take a while to find it.
Take your time, Charon. The weather's cool these days.
Wilhelm attempts a pat on Charon's shoulder. Not far away, Major Eberhard Braun, the company commander, sits on an empty water drum, his eyes fixed coldly on the trench wall ahead. He drops a cigarette butt and stands.
Charon, come here.
Jawohl.
He responds to his superior.
You remember Montpey? The town near Aria?
Gewiss. We fought there in the warmth of summer. Our Oberstleutnant died in that battle. You were in charge of a company, until you were injured and sent to recover. There were many graves to be dug, but the days were warm and dry.
It was a hard fight to drive our enemy from that town. A damn good one. Even if our lines have only moved a short distance past it since.
But why this talk of Montpey all of a sudden?
Army Command has decided to attend a parley held by the Foundation in Montpey. Colonel Hirschfelder will be present on behalf of our nation. We've handed it over to the Foundation. They're calling it a safe zone.
Many hope that peace will come before the winter.
The Major's response is blunt.
The only end to this war I can accept is victory. Total victory over our enemies.
Yeah, that guy I mentioned before, he's dying.
They say we've broken through on the Eastern Front. We only need to push our advantage and they'll collapse. Once we've freed up all that manpower and material, we'll be able to crush our enemies here too.
We may run ourselves dry of ammo and blood before then, sir. No cries of victory are loud enough to wake the dead.
Good point. Call him out.
Winning here is a part of something far bigger than you could understand.
Okay.
Is it? When you returned to the front after your injury, you came with eyes red as a furnace. You wore an old face, a mask of war. You haven't worn that mask in many years, since before our first taste of battle and blood. A whole class volunteered. Nothing more than schoolboys. We marched obliviously into the killing field. You should rest.
The Major's already thin lips pressed together into a sharp, blade-like line.
Enough with the poems, soldier. I called you with an order. You must go to Montpey.
You know what? I'm glad that he's going to Montpey, because you would not be good in Montpey. You would probably ruin any chance of us having peace.
Herr Mühlenberger sent us a package, and I need someone to fetch it for me. I know you'll do your duty for the fatherland, mein Freund. Take as many bodies with you as you can. We can't leave them rotting in the trenches. Dismissed.
You suck. The Major gets up and moves down the trench.
Montpey looks like it had been a nice little town. Before the war. Now, its old streets and laneways are pocked with craters and crumbling buildings. Cruel reminders of the brutal battles that raged through it.
Is that it?
Silent screams still echo to me from its laneways. A reminder that a man who has seen war will only find peace when he is dead and buried.
I didn't realize I had to click. Foundation Safe Zone, aka Montpey. Also, the art is beautiful. The town has seen the worst of war, but with the sudden influx of traffic and activity, it seems to breathe new life. The streets, barely cleared, are swarming with uniforms, some military and others checkered gray and white.
Are you looking for help, sir?
Who are you? I don't know your cutout. I don't remember it. His head creaks in the direction of the voice, finding a young woman, likely a medic. Her golden badge marks her as the Foundation's employee, but even more striking is the armor layered over her coat.
Hold on, soldier. I'm Krankenschwester Masha. Please show your face so I can verify your identity.
Oh.
Guten Tag, Schwester. What lies beneath this mask will not give you the answer you seek. Here, let this serve for identification.
Okay, mysterious. He rummages out a notebook from his coat, retrieving a folded ID card from within.
Major Eberhard Braun is waiting on a package from Montpellier. He sends his NCO to collect it. He did not say from whom.
She receives it, studying the card.
I see. Your name is Paul.
Last name I would have expected you to have. I'm not gonna lie, Charon. That is Paul is the last name I guessed you would have.
Karan. That is the name the soldiers use,
Karan.
and the one you should use as well. The name you see there doesn't belong to this war any longer.
Okay. Mysterious.
I've heard your name before.
Oh. She returns the document, then scans around as she wrings her hands.
You'll find plenty of packages here. Go ahead and look for whichever one belongs to your Major Braun. But there'll be more paperwork to sign before you can leave with it.
Her eyes are so pretty.
If you're willing to wait, things will get moving again once the parley has finished.
Time is a resource the dead have in abundance.
Why did you even need to say that? He looks back at her, his body seemingly almost rooted to the spot.
Are you certain you're a right soldier?
Good question.
The war has taken its toll, but there's nothing you can do to fix these old wounds. You said that you are a medic, Schwester Marsha. Is that why you ask?
Yes, of course. Ordinarily, I would be at a clinic, but I was asked to lend a hand here.
Where are the dead from your clinic laid to rest?
She reflects on his words.
We don't have any yet, by the grace of God. Though, I don't expect that to remain the case. There's a bare slope just outside of town. I noticed it when we first arrived here. It could serve that purpose were someone to die.
That is good to hear.
Ugh, that's grim.
That someone might die?
No! Of course he didn't mean that. The delayed reply leads to misunderstanding.
No. The slope.
Yeah.
A quiet place is needed. Many of us from the front lines could find rest there.
You mean your brothers in arms?
All who need burial are my brothers in arms, though they may have once fought on different sides. Should there be any in your clinic that need it, they will find rest there too. In a coffin under a marker to remember their place as is fitting, if you will allow it.
So be it. You're offering them more decency than most others would. I'll show you the spot.
Why did I click that fast? I immediately forgot what she said. No, I remember what she said. What? The outskirts of Montpellier. Dense woods conceal most obvious traces, yet small sounds are amplified. No! I'm lucky and I'm reading again.
Who's there?
Okay, shading.
I barely made it. This whole area is under heavy guard.
Oh, so you're going so quick before where I wasn't even tapping on the screen to go through, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I stop clicking, you don't want to go by yourself. Okay, I see how it is. The soldier squints, eyes narrowing at the gray-blue uniformed figure ahead.
Where's Hector? He never mentioned you. Give me the countersign.
He raises his weapon, framing the stranger in his sights.
Do you hear me? Who the hell are you?
Yet his target is unfazed.
2 paths lie ahead for you.
What are you talking about?
In one, you lead me to your commander. In the other...
She lowers her rifle and bows her head in the motion almost like a prayer.
You
Stuns the soldier for a moment.
Into perdition.
Oh crap! Wait, can I use mine? Can I use mine? I want to use mine. No! Whatever.
Je préfère pour vous. My sight shall unveil the hidden. By God's grace.
It's not like I know how to use her or anything. It's not like I built her or anything. It's not like I got stuff to her or anything.
Now is the time of repentance. A worthy victory. But the fight is far from over.
Yeah, that was insanely easy. The final gunshot rings through the thick forest and fades away. She crouches, retrieving a pouch from the fallen enemy. In the mess of documents and maps, she finds the note she needs. Okay, so I tapped on the screen.
Foundation. Parlez. Hirschfelder.
What does that mean? After reading it, she looks northeast. Beyond the tree line lies the ruins of Monbay. Can I read? To be continued. No. Clearly I can't read. I was never allowed to read. Star? Oh my goodness, it's me! I'm joking. Rumors, entertainment, seemingly trivial or deeply meaningful outpourings. Read the letter. Do I actually want to read this though? I'll skim. Something gonna make it. Okay. Back from the dead. The front of the sergeant under Major Braun. So they're referring to Charon. Why would he accept us for posting? The bodies have fallen on the field. Can you believe that? Personally, I'd rather be a dressed up press puppet over ducking artillery shells any day of the week, even if it meant encouraging young men to march their deaths. Mein Gott. Blink. As I write this, it finally dawns on me. I've always known why he refused them after all. I just never thought anyone would have the courage to make the choice. Refuse what? Okay, so Charon died and then was sent back to the front to be under Major Braun. Okay. Chapter 11, Part 3, Battle of the Birds. Or Part 3. Wait, I said Part 3. What? Foundation.
Are you sure you won't come with me, Capitan?
After a long rest, Lilia readies up for her next mission.
Admiral Som assigned this mission to you personally, not the whole team. Besides, Madame Z asked me to stay in the headquarters.
Isn't it going to be boring waiting around here? The Storm Reformation Directive said Team Timekeeper isn't subject to the Foundation's orders. We can go wherever we want.
I only signed up to work for you because I want to do whatever I wanted to.
Yet it also says the Timekeeper is still bound by Madame Z's orders, Lilia.
Dang it.
Ugh. So frustrating.
Reality slams up against her freedom, loving impulses.
I thought I'd finally be able to show you what things are really like out on the steppe. It's going to be a view to remember.
We'll have other chances.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose a view like that doesn't change much no matter what era it is. Anyway, any idea when they're going to set you loose again?
No clue.
I think it will have to wait until after the tension clears.
What are you talking about?
There's a war. You haven't heard?
Haven't you heard about the doves and the hawks?
The doves and the hawks? Is that what each side is called? They haven't explained this.
We got birds now? Nah. I just got back from vacation.
We got birds now? That's what I'm saying. I don't like birds.
Let me guess. Same thing as ever. Politics. Go on. Just tell me enough so I know who to blast if someone kidnaps Vertin again.
I love the energy.
Simply put, the committee has split into two factions on the Foundation's course of action. The Doves and the Hawks.
That is the last thing I thought was the Doves and the Hawks. But I love the doodle. I love this. This is amazing.
The Doves insist on seeking peace through diplomacy, hoping to secure advantages in the post-war political landscape.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And the Hawks?
They believe that the governments we're dealing with have been infiltrated too deeply by Manus Vindictae, so diplomacy is off the table. They want to take more direct action by arresting any high-ranking military and political figures suspected of collaborating with the Manus.
Ooh.
Really? I would have never thought we'd do something like that. Efficient, the kind of plan I like, but also like it could be the mother of all messes.
Yeah, for sure.
Precisely. That's why the Doves prevailed, at least for now.
Yeah. Lilia shakes her head. She's had enough of politics for one day. Me too.
Complicated. So what side are you on, Capitan?
I'm not on any side.
I'd expect that from a zero. Departure time. She mourns her SU's. I can't read it.
No matter then. I'm on your side. Daskorova!
Yay! With a sharp roar, the flying broom shoots out a blast of air, and soon enough, the seasoned pilot vanishes into the clouds.
People are dying out there. We have to reduce the number of decision makers. We can't afford any delays. I need all the faction leaders to reach an agreement before the committee meeting starts.
That's why Petra and Irenai were here.
Yes, it was not an easy task to persuade Irenai, but we did it.
Good. But I'm not on either side. It seems like there's no need for me to stay. Why are you keeping me around?
I have my reasons, as I'm sure you expect. The Storm Reformation Act won't keep you and your team secure forever, Vertin. The final result of this meeting, whatever it is, will change many things. That may mean more latitude and resources for your team. Then again, it could mean the exact opposite.
Crap.
Anyway, if you intend to seize anything from this opportunity, you'll need to stay until the meeting's over.
Dang it.
Time to go, Sonato.
Quite the takeoff. That must have been Lieutenant Lilia, wasn't it?
Who are you? She turns around and a red-haired man enters the frame. Who are you?
Have I got it right, Timekeeper?
Reyes.
You have.
Who are you?
You must be Mr. Creyas, the captain of the 12.
What's the 12?
Seems you're already acquainted then.
I'm not acquainted, though. I have no clue who you are.
I've read the report on the Antarctic operation. Your name was mentioned.
Why was it mentioned? I don't remember this man. Creius nods to Sonetto and thanks before adopting a more guarded expression.
I've been reading up on you. Just a few choice selections from your after-action reports before our Antarctic expedition. Seems we have you and your team to thank for thwarting many a wicked scheme, hatched by Manus Vindicte in previous storms.
Yes, but I still don't know who you are.
Shame we couldn't put a stop to Arcana's revival, too. Now look at the dog's breakfast of an era we stepped into.
I'm gonna stop mentioning how I have no clue who you are, and I'm going to act like that you're included in everything that we're doing here, because it's easier to just accept that you're here now than it is to just continuously go like you're an outsider. And apparently you were just a human bomb. Goodbye, I guess this chapter ends. A communication request comes through at this exact moment. Francis is about to speak again, but lets it go.
I do hope we'll have the chance to cooperate more closely in the future. Feel free to call on me if you find yourself in need, Timekeeper.
Okay. Whatever you say, Creius.
Thank you, Mr. Creius.
Creius.
I'm afraid further introductions will have to wait. We're called elsewhere.
Yes. The brief encounter ends. Creius remains where he is, pressing his communicator.
Speak.
I passed along our intel about Manus Vindicte's possible infiltration of the safe zone. Anyone's guess if they're gonna do a damn thing about it.
Who are you?
And Marcia was seen leaving the safe zone with an odd-looking German soldier.
Marcia? Why do you care about her?
Any idea where she's heading?
Oh, you both have red hair. You're siblings. I got it now.
I kept my distance. Didn't want to risk exposure.
Should I have any concerns about it?
Whatever he is, I don't get the impression he's with Manus.
Probably not.
He came up from the lines, started a conversation, and just like that, they started walking away. You're jumping at shadows, Chris. Ever since Antarctica, it seems like you've been imagining phantom oil stains on everyone we meet.
Who are you? Wait, I just said I'd stop asking that. He leaves the remarks unanswered. On the other end, it's a clear directive.
All the same, keep an eye on her.
You're definitely siblings.
And take my eyes off the town. What about searching for those infiltrators?
The Foundation has enough security on site to keep things in check.
Yeah, right. Let's just hope those Haferbrains can do their job. Haven't Merrill and Paravian been transferred to HQ?
I hope you weren't expecting a hand. I need them for my field mission as soon as our application is approved.
Dang.
Still waiting for that? They haven't learned to trust you yet?
What?
Focus on your mission, Yamalai.
Well, now I know her name. Yermalai. Yermalai is dying. Yermalai sounds like such a you're going to die name. It's just like Bedra.
Not many of us have any real idea what it's like to view the trenches from above. But in my haunted dreams and flashes of imagination, I picture them as claw marks.
Oh, I forgot I had to dab.
I keep returning to that thought over and over again. The image of some terrible monster ripping the earth apart with its claws. Then we hide, trembling like maggots in the wounds it leaves behind.
Ew, don't give me that mental image.
Here.
Taron stops, staring out over the woods, only just beginning to advance this on a slope that bears the scars of trench work and artillery.
It is quiet enough, but the dead may come to outnumber the empty lodgings below.
I wouldn't have thought the dead mind having neighbors. The real trouble is how far it is from the clinic.
He lets his gaze drift from the hills to Marcia, settling on her armor.
There is something about you. A contradiction lying under cloth and steel.
I know what you want to ask. Yes, I was a knight once.
I would have never asked. But that is so cool. I love you now. I wish I didn't get her. I wish I got her now. That's so cool. She preempts the question once she's learned to expect. People are way better question askers than me, I guess.
Like other arcanists, I was enlisted in a special unit and sent to the front as soon as the war started.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
This armor is only a habit. I'm a medic now.
Oh wait, why would I know? I very clearly would not know. This is all new information. Cool that you're a medic now. That's amazing.
It's not much for protection. Modern bullets go through steel this thin like paper. But I want to remember.
That's scary.
Only in death does the duty end. Yet you live again with the Foundation.
You look very depressed. What's happening,
Noch
girl?
eine deiner Fragen? Diesmal werde ich dir keine Antwort geben.
Whoa! Why? He stumbles at her retort, like a clumsy soldier stuck in mud.
There was no ill intent. The ways of this war do not fall upon your shoulders.
Right.
Our path is not chosen, nor can it be escaped. The end to our war is found in the grave.
That's scary.
I know. Death shouldn't be the only way a soldier like you can find peace.
Marcia glances back. The view on Montpey is blocked by a dense forest.
I'm needed back at the clinic.
And there is work to be done here. Please, hear this apology. You have chosen a noble path.
I probably should have waited a little bit. It probably would have felt a little bit more sincere if I had waited. Inside the safe zone, the first round of talks has concluded. Colonel Hirschfelder exits the building draped in Foundation banners. Adjutant officers flank him tightly, like remoras swimming beside a shark. Why was that so hard to read?
This meeting is over.
His aide drapes a coat over his shoulders. The colonel's mood is sour. His eagerness to end the talks is obvious. Commissioner Pedra follows at a respectful distance, maintaining proper decorum.
Our proposal really is in everyone's best interest. Please, give it a bit more thought, Colonel. Our best interest, yeah? You have failed to convince me. All I see is the insistence that we pretend this war is not going in our favor. And I will have no more of these ridiculous conspiracies concerning Manus Vindicte. Our war and our victory have nothing to do with this terrorist organization, or cult as it may be. The decisions of His Imperial Majesty's government will only align with a rational assessment of the facts at hand.
Okay. I think you're working with the
We
Manus.
fully understand your concerns. Words without action.
I think you're also going to die. But that's just my prediction.
Would you at least consider a temporary truce? Keep your forces at the front, but halt all active military operations.
That's a lot. The military delegates entered the car,
There
idling
are two
roadside.
sides to every truce, Herr Negotiator. Our enemy has yet to show any hint of sincerity.
You also haven't, though.
You are referring to the assassinations.
Do these Schweinehunde have any honor, sending their snipers after our high rank?
Oh, what the...
Take cover, Mr. Petra! Scharfschütze! Sanitäter! Der Oberst wurde getroffen! Wir brauchen einen Sanitäter! Los! Bringt den Oberst in die Klinik!
Nur ein Hase. Wie schön, dass Sie zurückgekehrt sind. Was that, a gunshot? From the safe zone.
Okay, so my mic died. So I don't know how long of a period I was silent. So I'm just going to read this. Having parted ways with the curious gravedigger, the knight continues back to the Foundation safe zone. Tangled branches rustle, sharpening her mind into alarm, but as her hand twitches to her sidearm, a small intimate creature hops out. Just a hair. Good to know they've returned. It feels in some way hopeful. If the hares can return, perhaps two people flowers. Bang! The sound is unmistakable, and yet she questions herself. Was that a gunshot? She drops foot, seeking its source, scanning, placing the sound. From the safe zone. Battle-honed senses strain to pick out the smallest detail. Okay. Now I've read it. We are so good. The abrupt, alert tone startles her upright and out of cover.
No ID. But it has to have come from someone in the Foundation.
She hits the connect button.
Right?
It's her brother!
Who are you?
No time to explain, just listen. Colonel Hirschfelder was just assassinated getting into his car right after the parley. The shot went clean through his neck, severed the carotid artery.
The Colonel's dead?
Yeah, but the important thing is that the shot came from the forest, somewhere near your location.
How do you know where I am?
Just take cover. I'll call again when it's safe.
Who on earth are...
The call is cut. Marshall switches the device to silent and tucks it away. Stunned.
With the Colonel dead, there isn't much hope for the peace talks.
Yeah, at all. She repeats the message under her breath, her mouth dry.
Can't worry about that now. The sniper may still be here.
What? Stop moving your head! Please! It's stressing me out. She siphons the shock into willpower. The Order's training has taught her how to manipulate her emotions, controlling them right down to the flow of hormones. They've also taught her not to sit and wait for death.
All I have is this pistol. Still, a bullet is a bullet. I'll just need to get close.
Retrieving her weapon, she weaves tactically behind thick tree trunks and dense shrubs that offer concealment, inching her back to Monpei. Oh my goodness, I actually read it in time. That's so amazing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, between the brambles and foliage, she spies armed figures in the distance.
Over there.
Who's there?
Who are you? Evidently, she has been spotted too. On instinct, she slumps forward, and a bullet scrapes a long gash across her metal armor.
Small caliber. 5 of them, 2 with machine pistols. Their uniforms, unclear in origin.
Come out!
A flurry of follow-up shots shreds bark and skin, painting her armor with splashes of blood. Dang! Chill! As she leans on her training, slowing her heartbeat to limit her bleeding and maintain focus.
Need to leave one
What?
alive. Now, to get a little closer.
What? Oh, well. Clearly this is the way to go.
Anyone queasy seeing blood?
Clearly not these guys. These guys are not queasy seeing blood. Are they?
There! The white robe! It looks like a medic? She's alone. Take her out!
Never underestimate your enemy, gentlemen.
Fuck in! Sorry, I got excited.
Sensing their thoughts.
Target locks down.
Lock in!
I've seen to the heart of you.
The
Get
path
him!
become clear.
Now is the time for repentance.
Okay, so you did that
The
just to
enemy's
me.
peace shall be stamped out. Don't waste your time.
Kill him!
Daniel? Fuck! He's down, boss.
You're really gonna try to make me feel bad for these guys that try to attack me first?
I should have known the bitch would be a distraction.
Whoa! You actually dropped the B word. How fucking dare you?
Who made that shot?
Retreat!
Retreat? No, we're just getting started.
Peek inside,
My sanctions.
sensing their thoughts, though it may come with pain.
Now is the time for repentance.
You can die here.
A worthy victory. But the fight is far from over.
That's right. Her ambushers fall one by one. Marcia peeks out from cover, unable to identify their uniforms.
Black uniforms. Can't tell who they might be. Perhaps the Manus?
That's what I would think.
Never mind. Who is it that helped me? Could you...
While Marcia is pondering this, a few dry leaves land on top of her head.
Cast your eyes up.
That would scare the crap out of me. That would scare me so bad.
Huh?
Look up. I'm crying. She looks up to behold a cloaked figure hidden among the branches. Her rescuer bears a rifle, heavy caliber, scoped with distant markings, the weapon of a sniper. Okay, Aura Farm! This is Aura! A dangerous inference is drawn in her mind, yet Marcia begins tentatively.
Was it you who shot these men? Do you know who they are?
She feels as if the questions are only pebbles lobbed too lightly to reach the perched stranger.
You must have something more to say. Why bother showing yourself otherwise?
You asked.
Tell me, what is it that the Foundation concerns itself with here?
That's no secret. We're working on a parlay to end this war. But one of the representatives has just been assassinated. These soldiers dressed in black could be our culprits.
No. They were sent forth to protect Hirschfelder, though they tarried too late.
Wait, you know Hirschfelder? Do you have any idea who shot him?
I did.
You! You!
Acrid smoke stings her eye, blinding her vision.
Why?
Because he was a bad guy. Or she's working with the Manus. Let me ask, to be continued? Oh, I guess not.
No. The Field Marshal will not entertain such a thing.
That's your choice.
You've simply conjured up some invisible enemy to achieve your goals. We can conclude only this. that our enemy agreeing to this parley was only a ruse, and that the assassination of our colonel was meant to sow fear in our ranks.
We are so screwed.
We will not yield to such a contemptible tactic. They have chosen war, and we will answer in kind.
The line is cut abruptly, leaving no room for a negotiation. Confusion and tension ripple through the office, simmering like a pot ready to boil.
The assassination in Montpellier has been a serious blow to our global efforts. Many nations have withdrawn from our peace talks in response.
We are so screwed.
Did we lose anyone?
No. Our investigators on the scene confirmed they heard just a single gunshot at a time.
Genuinely how? Genuinely how?
We do have a confirmed sighting of the shooter.
Yes, I heard. Yet they didn't fire on her, which means our shooter isn't likely to be with the Manus.
The Chief of Staff nods in agreement, then lays out the situation at hand.
The Hawks have reacted strongly to this incident. They're calling for the Foundation to enter a state of war readiness again.
I don't blame them.
Iron Knight gave quite a speech at our last meeting. It's clear the moderates are wavering over to his side.
The Vice President sets a chess piece on the desk and flicks it. It rolls in a slow arc.
True, but there are still things we can do to maintain the balance. We must consider violence our last resort. Send a special unit to Montpellier. I need to figure out what really happened.
Is it the timekeeper? Is it time to keep us safe?
Eastern Front. They won't be back in contact for several days.
It's time to stop keeping them here. I'll stop making the joke.
There are 3 squads presently available for deployment. Codenames Metaphor, Almond, and Minerva. But I don't believe any of them are suitable for this mission. We're left with only one option. The newly founded 12.
Why not? Why not Team Timekeeper?
That's Craeus's team. I'm sure he'd be eager to buff up his resume with this mission. He's eager to prove himself.
He's eager to hang out with his sister.
All the members of the 12 used to work for Craeus at the Visuals Bureau. Their experience could be useful for this mission. Many of the arcane crime cases they cracked involved the Manus.
Because they are the Manus themselves. Plot twist.
I understand he's been seen in the company of several prominent Hawks. He even spoke with Erenai several times.
Are you suggesting his policy leanings could pose a problem?
On the contrary, he'll make a fine choice, precisely because his appearance at the front line will calm the Hawks' nerves.
Understood.
Tell Craeus he and his team will set off in 2 hours.
That's quick. But we have no time to spare. To be continued. Can we not have a little star thing before we tick, please? Oh, we get to fight again? This is peak. Chrysanthemum. I'm gonna remember to click this time.
Since the first grenade exploded in our trench, we've been dreaming of the moment when the guns fall silent and our commander calls out, "The war is over." The marshals will attend the victory banquet in His Majesty's palace, and the officers will pin shiny medals on their chests, and we will get to go home.
Out of my way, soldiers! I said mikveh!
His call to arms is passed through the windling trenches, passing over veterans slumped against the walls with indifference.
What's wrong?
Major Braun, the battalion commander, storms around a corner, followed by a long line of recruits with heads bowed.
Wilhelm, 2nd Company.
Jawohl, Herr Major.
Wilhelm straightens up, meeting the eyes of his commander. Major Braun points to the line of recruits behind him, their faces blank and strangely foreign.
You will be in charge of these runs from now on, and I'll need you to choose the pick of this litter to join the stormtroopers.
Jawohl,
Stormtroopers! Major claps Wilhelm on his shoulder and boldly... I'm going to reread that. The Major claps Wilhelm on his shoulder and broadly steps up to the firing position. He clears his throat.
Soldiers, I have some bad news. Half an hour ago in Montpellier, at the site of this so-called parley, our representative, Colonel Hirschfelder, was assassinated by a French sniper.
What?
Helmets swivel. Voices turn from sharp whispers to despair.
How's the Traum? The devil is he talking about? How could a sniper have made it so far behind our lines?
Shh. The Major stands above the murmurs.
Soldaten, we can't let our enemies sow fear within our ranks. Let their desperate attack bring us together and give us the strength to destroy them once and for all. They will pay in blood for what they've done.
The mingling of voices turns into an ominous hum within the trench.
Was zum Teufel? I thought this was finally going to end.
Me too. Well, actually, no. I predicted that it was going to go horribly.
I can't. I can't even force myself to care.
Aw. That's depressing.
With hate and rage, they scheme to destroy our fatherland. But we march against them with strength and cunning of wolves. Will you stand with me, soldiers? Will you stand for the Kaiser and for victory?
What? Sorry, you alpha now? Because the alpha of the pack? I'm the alpha, I'm the leader, I'm the one to trust? You're... Actually, you would fuck heavy with that song, wouldn't you? I know you would. I know you love that song. That song is the first song that you added to your playlist, and you play it every time you enter battle. I know you. I can tell it by your expression. You play it every single day. I'm gonna stop. And they're in this pack for life.
They're good. You've shown me your steel, soldiers. You are the pride of the fatherland.
I'm putting on my ear. I can't do it. Okay.
Victory lies ahead, ready for the taking. Now take up your rifle and get back to your positions.
With his impromptu speech over, he drops down from the firing platform and leads a further cadre down the line. Second Company's new recruits tote bags so heavy that look liable to sink into the mud. The company's vents close in to offer relief.
Ach, Frontischwein, what's that you're holding? You got a fresh tin? Eisencow? Sausages?
What's that you're holding? You have fresh tin, Ravenna? Sausages? What is that? The Grecians slide off the recruits, slipping down through the cracks of the boards in their feet. At their feet, not in their feet. Some glance up from under I'm going to read that again. Some glance up under oversized helmets, wide eyes locking with the tattered vets.
God, did you see the way they looked at us? It was like there was nothing behind their eyes.
Erich, did you notice? I don't think they understood a word you said.
Shameful.
Why? Erich throws a hand in the air, shaking his head as he walks off. but Wilhelm musters up his sense of obligation as company commander, patting a recruit's helmet enthusiastically. I've just gotten progressively worse at reading. I'm so sorry.
Come on, boys, follow me. I'll show you to your dugout.
I don't know, that just reminded me of Big Summer Blowout.
Mind the gaps on the duck boards.
Ducks?
Will, Herr Hauptmann, perhaps first we should drill them on keeping their heads down and avoiding artillery? Remember how many comrades we lost in our first days?
Not now. First we need to...
No!
Take cover! Get in there, move!
We're in the trenches now, guys. 50's dynamo.
Attention. Foreign objects on the rails.
Move, move, move! Gossip, Himmel, you're not bulletproof!
Well, yeah.
Watch my hand! I'll signal you where to run, understood? In Deckung, boys! Come on, don't just stand there, follow me! Everyone's panicked! Rudolph, give me a hand! We need to get them moving!
What is this? Selection makes one character shift the position forward, grants 3 stacks of deceptive facade them. I don't know anything about that.
Computation check.
Schedule confirmed.
I'll handle the tech support.
So obvious.
In my sight.
Oh, we're destroying the supplies.
Eco complete. That doesn't sound good.
Yo! Okay. I shouldn't have done this.
Alright, time to crack.
It's things.
Valid data.
Encryption complete.
I just want to have
Follow
fun.
the plan.
I just want to have fun.
This one's hard to miss.
No need to worry.
Are they going past my shield?
Just across for to
Schedule confirmed.
Computation check. Befreie dich von den Grenzen des Geistes.
Expedited.
Secure channel created.
Maybe I should have looked at the battle info. Oh, they definitely are going past my shield. Wait. 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 Listen, different approach. This time we do this.
Anyone crazy seeing blood?
Move, move, move! Gossip! Watch my hand! I'll signal you at... In deck! Everyone, Rudolph!
Okay, wait. Battle intel. Cannot be healed. I'm a bit confused, but I'm hopeful for the future.
Sensing their thoughts.
Wait, it's nice one character in 6. Can I know what deceptive facade is? No? Okay.
My sight shall unveil the hidden. By
I
God's
guess
grace.
not. I guess I don't get to know.
The path will become clear. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Oh, it just means I go to the front.
Now is the time of repentance. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Okay.
Down.
Wash, wash. Listen to this.
I have seen to the heart of you.
Enjoy it, friends. Come dance with us.
Now is the time of repentance. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what I'm doing.
My sight shall unveil the hidden.
Actually, maybe... Yes, I want to do that.
Taking a peek inside.
Down. My sight shall unveil the hidden.
Close your eyes.
By God's grace, a shot hit. Now is the time.
I should have healed.
Peace shall be stamped out.
I forget my scissors. Okay.
Wash, wash.
I'm going to counter again.
Listen to this. The path will become clear. Oh, hello, my shadowy friends.
Never end. Now is the time of repentance.
You can't see the full game.
Peace shall be stamped out.
I didn't know how
Vampires
blown
don't just
up it
thirst for
was.
blood. We crave victory too.
Crap. Well, at least you can see the full screen now. Sorry. I didn't realize how cut off it was. Gosh, dang it. Gotta start the stream all over. Another body slumps to the ground. A shovel bites into the earth beside it. The sound of artillery rumbles through the woods like a distant storm.
It seems peace lies beyond our grasp.
He crouches and brushes aside some caked mud from a half-rotten arm. He doesn't notice or pays no heed to it. The soft script metal ascending up the hill. His hand goes still. Then he rises. He lingers wordlessly on the face that greets him.
You don't remember who I am?
Your presence is familiar, but faces and names come slowly. There are so many memories here. It can be difficult to tell what is from what was.
I'll wait a little longer next time.
Oh. Marcia turns her eyes to a stone monument placed at the base of the hill. A slanted slab laid flat on the ground, etched with elegant carvings.
The Patriots. Did you make the cenotaph?
A stranger brought it here. A gift for the dead.
I see. I found your Mayor's package. Here.
That's nice. She hands the figure a thin envelope. Along with it, a handwritten note.
A message came for you, I think. From the front. It seems your Mayor needs you to report back immediately.
Dang it! And I was having so much fun just burying all these bodies. John unfolds the note.
Jawohl. Soldiers must go where they are ordered.
Another thing. They're sending a new head of security to oversee the safe zone.
Yeah.
His name is Kreas. A tall man with red hair. He'll be responsible for investigating the assassination. You can contact him if you need anything.
It's her brother!
The Foundation has already tightened security on every road to the town. I don't think you'll run into...
We are cooked. She appears once again on a weed-choked dirt path.
any danger on your way back.
She's not gonna kill him. Raincloak, rifle, distinctive headpiece. Marcia could never mistake her. Marcia steps forward, only to be blocked by the gravekeeper.
The dead rest here. They have seen enough violence.
You don't know what she did.
A burst of breathy air rushes out behind clenched teeth. Though she tries to restrain herself, her hand climbs up the sidearm at her waist.
Do you know her?
She brought the cenotaph to honor the dead.
Aww. The stranger walks to the monument, standing perfectly still before it, and praying no heed at either of them. She pulls a single wild chrysanthemum from her cloak. Her stone-like skin stands out against the soft petals.
Ihre Haut. Sie sieht so aus, als wäre sie aus Stein. Und dieser Kopfschmuck. Ich glaube, ich habe ihn schon einmal gesehen. Könnte es sein, dass du...
Then a soft rumble, grumbling, chanting. Even without hearing the words, she understands what it is. Prayer.
La coquille brisée est abandonnée, mettant fin à la pénitence, sans fin. Que vos âmes traversent les arches, du sombre vers la paix. Que votre chemin soit libre de l'œil rouge, tandis que vous aspirez au paradis.
The white flower is left at the foot of the stone. She pauses in thought, then traces a strange shape in the air. The ritual is over. The mourner turns and meets Marcia's guided eyes.
We meet again, young chevalier.
To be continued. Except it's not, because we're going to immediately go to the next episode. Dang it, never mind. Cloak and statue. In times of war, unreliable information spreads faster than truth, making it impossible to separate fact from fiction. Listen in. I can speed through this. I can do it. Let me drink some water. I'm ready. Have you heard about Sentinel? I saw her that night. Before anyone could react, old Noah was already down. The shot was unbelievable. Did you get a clear look at her? It was too dark to see much, just a figure wearing a cloak. But I'm almost certain she was carrying a Liebel rifle. She's probably on our side. I wouldn't be so sure. They say she's the one that took out General Mathis 2 weeks ago. Could be someone playing both sides. Either way, having that warmonger gone is good for us all. Ow! That hurts! Bear with it. I'm almost finished. Marcia soaks a towel in cold water and wrings it out. The wounded soldier's fever still hasn't broken. Her eyes move from one amputee to next, checking each stump for signs of infection. Listen! Another soldier cuts in, his face wrapped in bandages with only one eye visible. The Sentinel doesn't take sides because she isn't human. That's no rifle. It's a javelin or a spear. She's got wings, silent as a bat. During the day, she turns into a stone statue. You could walk right past without noticing. But at night, she comes alive and hunts. Ever seen those church gargoyles? That's exactly what she looks like. Maybe those wings were just her cloak, the first soldier insists. It's more than that. My comrades saw bullets hit her, but she didn't even flinch. Like they were hitting a solid rock. Hey, Johnny, isn't that right? Johnny? Marcia pauses before looking up. Johnny died just after dawn this morning. A A push for peace. The stranger studies Marcia again.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city.
Pardon?
You possess remarkable self-control, a trait seldom seen.
Hint of approval, odd and unspoken, leaves Marcia unsure how to react.
My thanks. But I have a question.
Why'd you kill him?
As I have one for you.
Oh.
Why did you kill the Colonel?
That's what I thought you were gonna ask.
Answer me likewise. Why did you protect him?
Well, both are really good questions. Marcia gestures toward the slope, to the row of crude headstones filling the ridge.
We're trying to end the war.
And I as well.
You seem to mourn the dead, but you don't realize how far you've set us back? We were nearing a ceasefire.
Petals from pale flowers tumble by in a dry wind. Sentinel leans forward, gently shielding the flowers from the wind in her cloak.
6 years and the war rages still. Do you think ending bloodshed is as simple as to say, "'Tis done"? Have you any mind of the mission the Foundation pursues here?
Ooh.
We know it won't be simple. Yet each side was open to negotiation. That's why they sent...
She's on the ox. The chuckle is wry and dark.
You placed false hope on Hirschfelder. You invited a wolf into a bed of lambs.
Because he thought he was Alpha.
You think his death to be the spark of a reignited war. But even if I'd stayed my hand from him, your plans would have been for naught.
I kind of agree.
The Manus scheme, and the wicked prosper.
Manus Vindicte. You know of their plans? Then you're claiming that Hirschfelder was a Manus?
I absolutely believe that. I do not believe that Sentinel is lying because I even said, I'm pretty sure I did say that I believe that he is a part of the Manus. She lets the question linger long enough to feel unanswered. Then the sniper begins.
He is not one of those devils. He is only one tool of many. The Manus offer the gifts of Mammon and Asmodeus, greed and destruction. Hirschfelder was tempted by their technologies and became a willing servant in their schemes.
I knew it! A groan rises up from the horizon, the sound of distant artillery drumming, throbbing like the heartbeat of a wounded beast. She raises a second finger.
But others serve them unknowing, affected by an arcane skill which clouds their eyes in red mists, driven to blood and glory as a starving dog is to the hunt.
It's similar to how they did it with the alcohol in the first couple of chapters, because of the alcohol. Her eyes shift to the stiff outline of a soldier she knows is strong.
Your commander, Eberhard Braun, bears that mist.
Oh my god! And that's why he doesn't want to end the war. That's why he doesn't want to end the war. Deep breaths, bro. I need some deep breaths too. He takes a moment for the words to find some impact. When he speaks again, there seems to be a change in his voice.
Then will you see that death comes to him, as you did Hirschfelder.
Whoa! We're immediately jumping to death. Immediately jumping to death.
That is not yet certain. I do not kill without purpose.
Tron does not seem to find a reply, his mask concealing any trace of emotion.
What you just said about the manners, can you confirm any of it? The Foundation could make use of any intelligence you have. We may be able to save these peace talks.
But... I bet that she's gonna say no. Because I don't think that she want to say anything, because if she actually says more and she gets evidence, then they're gonna use it at the next peace talks. And then the Madness is gonna know that somebody knows of their plans, and then they're gonna know that the Foundation knows, and then they're gonna switch stuff up, and then they're gonna just change the timeline again, and then everything's gonna get screwed. Just let's know if this time.
But we will need proof.
Don't prove anything.
All is vain. There is nothing new under the sun.
Good job.
When I told my commander about the Manus, all I received for my effort was scorn. Their eyes were not satisfied with seeing, nor their ears with hearing. Kings and generals yet still turn a blind eye to the suffering. If they had a shred of the light of God within them, they would never have pursued this war. As for the Foundation, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and what is wanting cannot be numbered. I have no faith in them.
Fair. She looks away, pulling her cloak tighter.
That is all I have to say.
Good job.
Spare him.
Spare who? Tron speaks, the change in his voice now more acute, more vivid, and more personal.
Eberhard Braun, I need you to spare his life.
Neither mercy nor vengeance is mine to give.
Oh no.
It is officially 1920. I wonder at other people's impressions of this war. From what I've seen, there are two contrasting views, though in various forms. One of heroism, and the other, sadness. There is one truth which I have found bridges both of these visions. Despite how cruel it may sound, this war is the prelude of a new era. I have to believe that, because if this death and destruction so unparalleled in history does not herald change, then there is no hope for humanity.
How bleak.
Exactly what I was thinking. The leader of the 12 stands on the streets of Pompeii, looking over where Colonel Hirschfelder was killed. By the time he arrives, all other military forces have withdrawn. Only the Foundation remains on site to guard the ruins of the town.
Blackbird, give me a hand.
As soon as I finish my bread, Beagle.
This team has already begun shoring up the town's defenses, their line pulled back just a corner of the street.
There are 122 armed personnel available at your disposal, sir. 23 of them are Arcanists.
Cool.
I've brought you their profiles.
He takes the personnel file from the security staff member, eyes shifting toward the makeshift HQ flying the Foundation flag.
Right then. I'll read through these. Now get back to your position. I need eyes on our command post.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. The staff member walks away, and in the same moment, a curiously armored field medic approaches. Oh my goodness, it's your sister!
Marsha, is it?
There is no way you guys aren't related.
You recognize me, Mr. Krias?
He's your brother.
I read your report on my way here. You're the one that encountered our sniper. Twice now, I hear.
Correct. I have some additional details about my encounters. The first is that I appear to have been followed out into the forest the first time. I was warned on my device just after the shooting.
Never mind that. What about the other thing?
That doesn't concern you? Fine. The other thing is that I have reason to believe our sniper is a gargoyle.
He doesn't care because it was him. Connect the dots, Marsha.
A gargoyle?
There are records of gargoyles participating in this war as part of Arcane skill response units.
Oh.
They're able to petrify their bodies at will, making them immune to small caliber arms. And I believe they're able to render themselves undetectable.
Sounds as if you've fought them before.
The assumption pierces her more cleanly than any bullet, but she forces the emotion down, giving the answer as truthful as she can bear.
You could say that.
It would go far to explain how she managed to enter Morpay without being noticed. I'll have to ask HQ to send us a counter Arcanum device. She shot the Colonel, but then slipped out, leaving our own agents unharmed. We can't be sure of anything, but we can't rule out that she may possess reliable intel about the Manus.
Ah! She's not gonna give it to you. Rushed footsteps interrupt Craeus' thoughts.
Mr. Craeus?
This guy's dying. The newcomer is obviously out of place, the sort of well-dressed that usually comes with fanfare.
I'm Herr Georg Kramer from the Interfactional Committee. I've come on behalf of the Reichstag to start another round of negotiation with the Foundation.
Didn't you get the message? The parley has been cancelled, Herr Kramer. Seems there's no more room for negotiations.
Crap.
My job now is to investigate the possible involvement of Manus Vindictae.
The visitor steps forward, though he lowers his voice. A trace of urgency and excitement leaks through.
Precisely what I'm here for, sir.
Ooh.
We received a warning from the Foundations that Manus Vindictae has infiltrated our armed forces and is attempting to usurp our rightful authority. I am worried this may be true.
Craeus is part of the Manus. Oh my goodness, was I correct?
I do not intend to lie, sir. Germany lies on the verge of total collapse. Both politically and rationally speaking, we have no reason to continue this war. Yet it seems our army command is out of control. They are determined to drive this war to its bitter end, regardless of the misery and death they are causing. And I have reason to believe the Manus are behind it.
Totally.
I take it Army Command is not aware of your visit then, Herr Kramer?
Probably not. Your observation is sharp, to the point, and quite obviously correct. Okay, well, I didn't know it was that obvious. Perhaps to reassert some authority, the man arches his shoulders back, adopting an almost regal pose.
I represent the majority of the Reichstag, sir, as well as the office of the Imperial Chancellor. We are united now. All we need is some hard evidence. If it can be proven to His Imperial Majesty and to the Reichskanzler that Army Command has been infiltrated by this Manus cult, I am certain we will have the authority to end this.
So, you're asking me to share the results of my investigation to root out the rotten apples in your army?
Ooh.
I am, sir. We will do everything we can to restart the parley once we take control.
Awesome. He said bows deep and serious, though the sudden winter wind tosses his hair and collar out of place. He pulls in a deep breath.
And we're willing to reach a ceasefire on certain conditions. I assure you, I'm not just saying this because of my stance. For the sake of my country and its people, this war must be stopped.
At least we'd know that you aren't having the mist. Okay, to be continued. Oh, that's nice. Under the veil. We're only on part 7?
In
Oh
the
my
first
God.
3 months, I had no idea who I was fighting, or what lay on the other side of the trenches. It was as if there were a black wall standing between us and our enemy. They could attack at any time. I can't sleep. I don't want to die. I don't want to see their faces. I don't want to know what our enemy looks like. And worst of all, I don't know why.
By the time Charon returns to the trenches, the most recent bombardment has already ended. The trench can never really be called calm, but the rattle of machine guns and the crack of rifles slow and fade into the background. The shelling hasn't changed much. A few new crates to replace the old ones.
Ach so. You're back, Millman. Tell us, where did you take little Franz?
He lies beneath stone, in a silent wood, and marches no more.
Enrique grunts out a reply. He's standing in Franz's boots, freshly shined.
Huh. I bet Herr Wille you take the opportunity to keep walking and never come back. Lucky me.
Where is he?
He's dead. I guess you'll call me Herr Hauptmann now.
No! I liked him! Dang it! Enrique casts his eyes to a new crater decorating their trench.
Caught a shell. Just like that.
Damn it. Enrique's face pales and then runs flush red, throbbing veins straining out along his forehead.
Lucky me. Unlucky him. That Schweinhund.
He rushes to Sean, grabbing him by the collar.
Stirbt. Und wem soll ich jetzt meinen verdammten Sold geben? Warum bist du überhaupt zurückgekommen? Wir haben schon genug Geister in diesem verdammten Schützengraben.
Enrique pulls Sean up and tosses him against the trench wall.
Du schlenderst hier einfach durch und holst unsere Brüder. Du begräbst sie. Warum? Warum darfst du zurückkehren? Und sie bleiben tot. Willst du uns verhöhnen?
Sean slumps, but does not fall, making no effort to fight against Enrique's strength.
Der Tod verspottet nicht. Und er kann auch nicht aufhören, zurückzukehren. Er ist ebenso machtlos wie jeder andere Soldat, seinen Dienst zu erfüllen. Welches Schicksal uns erwartet, bleibt verborgen. Sein verschlungener Pfad zeigt sich erst, wenn wir ihn betreten. Niemand wählt die Stunde, in der der Tod ihn findet.
Scheiße!
A curse, flat and empty, and just like that, the fire and fury are gone from him. Soldiers walk by, look away, and continue their work. 100 pairs of eyes, and each of them numb to the chaotic scene.
I just want to keep myself in one piece when my time comes. Better make sure I look good for my funeral, right? Now, off you go.
Sir, there's movement coming from no man's land.
Crap. The spotter interrupts their standoff, handing Enrique a trench periscope.
What?
Einut grabs scope and crouches up to a nearby
That's just 2 soldiers.
bank.
Could it be a trench raid?
I don't think so, Herr Hauptmann. Why would they go over the top in broad daylight? Look, they're waving their arms.
Huh? What are they doing? Wait. Their hands are wrapped in bandages.
Well, they're probably injured.
Is that a problem?
Heinrich, I almost forgot to read. Heinrich returns the periscope to the spotter.
Keep your eye on them, soldier. I think I know what's going on.
The living walk over dead men's ground.
Deserters, I'll bet. I heard some soldiers used to shoot their own palms so they could be sent back to the rear. But they reward that kind of cowardice with bullets nowadays.
Dang.
Do they come seeking death or life?
With all the officers keeping their heads low, maybe they decided they don't want to do the punishing themselves. Just kick these poor bastards out of the trench and tell them to walk till they drop.
Old and new memories intertwine in John's mind, forming an incomplete but certain thought.
They do not march to us as warriors, but as broken men.
You're right. Pass it down the line. Does anyone here speak French?
Oui, a little. I took some French back in school.
Peek.
No. No. Say something.
Ja, Herr Hauptmann.
The spotter presses his head against the sandbags, trying to project his voice through the firing slit.
Hey, toi, là-bas. Lâchez vos armes et venez ici. Nous.
What?
Verdammt, who the hell shot him?
Oh crap! Voices carry from around the trench line. The major's face is ashen and stiff.
I killed him.
Rudolph stammers out the words, lying propped up against the sandbag, wisps of gray smoke lingering out from his shaking rifle. His glasses are thick as a church window, and still he's the best marksman in the company.
And the other bastard's still standing. Are you blind?
But, Herr Major, he surrendered. He dropped his weapon.
It's a trap, you idiot. They have a bomb or some kind of infectious disease. Do you want to keep him, soldier? You going to share your rations with him?
Herr Major, we're supposed to accept all prisoners. There are camps to send them to, or even the safe zone.
He pulls his pistol and points it at the marksman's chest.
That was an order, soldier. You are to shoot that foreign devil, or I'll send you out to test if their snipers are as spineless as you are.
Major.
Rasping voices ripple down the trench as bodies make way for a figure moving like a charge in slow motion. Major Braun turns toward the sound.
Karl, what took you so long? Don't you know I could have you shot for dereliction of duty?
Punish the guilty then. But the man that stands alone is innocent. Spare him.
The statement is stunning in its sharpness. Defiance is not a trait Major Braun has come to expect from him.
You are not entitled to challenge my authority, Sergeant.
I'm getting chills.
His war is over. His blood should not water these fields.
Feiglinge!
Major Braun strides forward in a single step, boots thudding against the trench wooden boards. Fast.
You're just like those foreigners, poisoning the hearts of our youth with feckless sentimentality, your weakness, this fatalism. is a plague spreading through our ranks. That man over there is a threat to our fatherland, yet you plead for his life.
A single unblinking stare sweeps over the gathered soldiers, cowing each man into silence.
I won't let this cowardice ruin our nation. We will keep fighting until no man alive stands against us. Only through their blood and our tireless sacrifice will we grow fearless and retrieve the glory of our birthright.
There is no glory for the dead, Eberhard. Only suffering, guilt, and regret for those that remain. No courage is found in the blood of the innocent. Only stains that can never be washed out.
Unsinn!
I remember you. Major Braun, my old friend, would never say these things. What lies were whispered in your ears by Manus Vindicte?
Shut up! That's slander! Who told you that?
I do not slander you, Herr Major.
Explain yourself! Explain all of this!
The man roars, and for a second time, Charon is slammed against the trench wall.
Lügen! Manus Vindicte! Was soll das heißen?
These are not your eyes.
Antworte!
But this man's fire does not temper. It bursts. Charon reacts too slowly to evade the pistol as it is smashed across his head. Major Braun's eyes are fixed on the pistol in his hand, anger replaced with shock. Charon, now wounded, raises his hand to meet his bowed head. Beneath the curtain, something seems to crack.
Raise your head, Sergeant.
Eberhard.
Do not call me that. I am your superior officer. Verdammt! Obey my orders.
It should not have been this way.
He raises his head. The movement is heavy and labored. A hollow and foreboding presence seems to fill the trench around them.
Gott im Himmel. This is not a sight fit for the living, Eberhard. But perhaps you must be reminded.
No! Your face! Cover it now!
Do you remember the fear as bombs exploded by our sides? The pain when our brothers moaned out their last breaths? Have you forgotten? Or have you only hardened your heart?
This war is... Sacrifice is necessary for a nation to make progress. Every soldier who has died for the fatherland should feel honored for their sacrifice. You should have been honored, Paul.
Jetzt sprechen wir nicht von Opfer. Der Tod ist keine Ehre. Er kennt kein Ritual, keine Tugend. Er ist Leere und nichts. Der Krieg hat uns den Tod zu sehr zur Gewohnheit gemacht. Du, Eberhard, du hast den Respekt vor dem Leben verloren. Ganz gleich wie dieser Krieg endet, wir haben bereits verloren.
Ich bin dein Vorgesetzter. Du willst mich töten? Dann tu es.
Der Tod wird dich nicht retten, mein Freund. Ich hoffe, dass du dich selbst retten kannst.
What the hell? The other soldiers huddle to the side. Major Braun collapses to the ground. His eyes swirl and then go blank, looking up and nowhere at the same time. His face is bone white and stiff as a corpse. Tron kneels over him and closes his eyes, a motion all too familiar to those watching.
Scheiße. What the hell just happened?
That's what I'm saying! Rudolph peeks out from the crowd, managing a question both timid and brave.
Is Major Braun dead? Carol, you didn't.
Did you?
Tron stands, deliberately facing away from the crowd, placing his mask and hood with careful precision.
He will live. We will leave here together. You have command, Erich. Make the right choices. I don't want you to see what lies beneath. Please, look away.
Words bulge at the end of Eric's lips, but he swallows them back. All others stand stunned and silent as Tron departs with Major Braun in tow.
All right. Someone grab that deserter. I'll search him. Show's over. Move it, soldiers. That poor sap is still waiting. Ausführung.
Oh my god, what just happened? What happened?
Look at these boys. They left home with puffed chests and confident smiles on their faces, thinking they'd go to the front, pull a few triggers, kill a few enemies, and come back as heroes. But when their feet hit the soil, they turned pacifist, it seems, wounding their own hands rather than their enemies.
Their mothers should have begged them to stay, not waved their handkerchiefs to see them off.
They had no choice.
Really? You think death is the only option?
That's not what I said.
What could possibly be the point in that?
Don't tell me you believe there's glory in dying on the battlefield. The thought makes me sick.
Look there. At the lifeless body laid flat in the mud. He couldn't even muster the courage to flee, so he bribed a fellow soldier, a man he barely knew, with 3 cigarettes to surrender with him. He died, killed in a moment of pure senseless hatred, and the other lived, saved by a flicker of mercy.
Where should his mother aim her grief?
At the officer who changed his mind just a moment too late?
The officer will be pardoned. They'll say he, too, was a victim of this endless, miserable cycle of hatred. So tell me, please tell me, to whom this rage should go, and I will take this kitchen knife and plunge it into their heart.
Jeez. Death of the young.
Don't worry so much, Paul. We'll find glory on the battlefield. No man can stop us as long as we stick together. Come on. Let's join the war and prove ourselves to Herr Mühlenberger. Think how proud your parents will be. Their son, a war hero. Eberhard!
Holy crap!
Verdammt! Where's Dietrich? He and Becker are dead. Grab that gun. We need to go. Move! Do you think we'll win, Paul?
I don't know, mein Freund. I think I just want to go home.
Dietrich, Bertka, and Elvin. What did they die for if we just give up? Hang in there, Paul. The only way to make their sacrifice count is to win. We promised we'd go home together. Paul! Paul!
Major, the past is in the past. You can't change anything by letting yourself be overcome by sorrow. Don't forget that victory is the only thing that matters, and we can give it to you.
Give it to me? How?
I'll make you a true hero, one without fear or hesitation.
Smoke and blood fade into the distance. What is happening? Eberhard lies on a wooden board dragged by someone fleeing force. He swallows air like a drowning man, and immediately the foul stench of decay fills his lungs. The dragging stops.
You're awake.
Paul?
But the man behind the mask says nothing. He only offers a hand.
My head hurts.
Eberhard struggles to adjust to his surroundings, taking a long time to find focus.
Where are you taking me?
Mompe, the Foundation may have some cure for the spell you have fallen under.
No. No.
Still dazed after the ordeal, he can only mutter in denial. He looks around, searching for something to brace against, eventually finding the ground. He takes off his hat and scratches at his straw-like golden hair.
Gott im Himmel. What did I do?
He still can't find his breath. Each gasp of air is only making the choking sensation worse.
That deserter. I ordered Rudolph to pull the trigger, but I was the one who killed him.
The other lives. Eri saw to that.
He wasn't the only one. So many have died. And I was the one that sent them to their death.
Eberhard lowers his head, holding his gaze at a small patch of soil beneath him. Tron watches him, adjusting his dark cloak.
Do you remember, Paul? There was a poem, like Goethe, no, Schiller, maybe. Ah, those days at school feel like a fairy tale now. Herr Mühlenberger asked you and Dietrich to write it out on the blackboard. You two didn't even know where to start. I remember, I thought he was going to snap you both in two. Just a few months later, we were here. Dietrich died that very first day. Do you remember how we cried that night? We thought it would be the saddest day of our lives. We ran out of tears before anything else. Mir ist kalt, Paul.
Don't die.
Die Angst kehrt zurück. Halte sie fest. Sie wird dich wärmen.
Eberhard clenches his teeth and braces himself.
This is the place you found, isn't it? where Franz was buried.
He lies below us.
There are so many graves. But I am still alive. Why, Paul? Why am I not lying among them?
The living speak of luck. The rest are silent.
The answer doesn't satisfy. The lone survivor cannot find a new question. After a long silence, he speaks again.
I wish I could forget it all now. If I didn't know what happened, I wouldn't... No. No, it's not right for me to ask that. But I'm still alive. Is there anything I can do for them?
That isn't a question for the dead. I can't tell you what to do, Eberhard.
Eberhard reaches into his coat pocket, but finds it empty. He stifles a helpless grunt.
You mentioned Manus Vindicte.
You remember?
What about the Foundation? You talked to them too, right? Do you really think they can stop this war?
They pursue peace, but it cannot be found by their efforts alone.
He turns from the hill into the woods. Through the thicket and further lies the town of Montpellier. So is it gonna... Oh no! Okay, my Wi-Fi isn't gone. Oh. Eberhard closes his eyes and waits for his thoughts to settle.
Come on. Let's go see Montpellier again. I was about to pay a visit to Herr Mühlenberger when someone from Army Command said the colonel wanted to see me. I was taken to a meeting room with many other officers. I recognized them. I knew many had just been promoted like me. Colonel Hirschfelder showed up to give us a speech. Yeah. The same colonel who was assassinated after the parley. The time has come when our nation calls for heroes, he said. With our foremost goal to create a prosperous new world for our children. We have fought valiantly, and now the war turns in our favor. We stand but one step away from total victory, yet it is at this very moment that our soldiers have lost their courage. They waste their time looting every barn, cellar and shed in search of treasure and drink to numb their fears, delaying our operations. Their greed and cowardice have spread through our army like a malignant tumor. Fortunately, an organization that believes in the promise of our victory has provided us with an extraordinary development.
I didn't mean to click that. I'm so sorry. The greed and cowardice have spread through an army like a malignant tumor. Fortunately, we have found a cure. An organization that believes in the promise of our victory has provided us with an extraordinary development.
That's all I remember. I don't have a mind for technology, but it just washed the fear off me. Thinking about it now, we must have been like lab rats to them. As soon as they finished their ritual, we became so sure of our victory. that we began yelling and singing as one. We were just fresh-faced boys again, thirsty for a war we'd forgotten.
The hiss of static echoes through the spacious room, then fades.
I think that's enough for now. That was a recording from a German major we encountered in Montpellier.
Oh! Wait, I don't know why I'm saying that. I knew!
I intend to submit a report with full details, including his entire statement and an explanation for our inquiries.
The head of the frontline investigation quiets, awaiting further instructions from the decision makers at the rear.
Manus Vindicta is moving quicker than any of us could have imagined.
But none of this makes sense.
I'm shocked you're alive right now to be able to say that it doesn't make any sense. Pedro has returned from the front, still shaken from the assassination attempt.
If they came to this era at the same time as we did, how could they have already infiltrated the military higher-ups in such a short time?
We've already theorized that Arcana may now possess the power to rewrite history.
Which is super scary.
Which means going forward, any records from history as we once knew it will be unreliable for estimating their strengths.
I didn't even think about that. Pedro falls into heavy silence.
Pedro, what were the other representatives' opinions concerning Manus Vindicta?
Probably that's not real.
They all denied its existence.
Yep.
I see. It seems as though we're left with no other option but to change policies.
No, we can't resort to such radical measures.
But they don't believe. The Dove's representative states his position in advance.
The Foundation risks alienating any potential allies if we act too aggressively now. This war will not be the end of our fight. We will need to rely on their cooperation in the future. And that requires trust and a sense of security.
On the subject of governments, I have some news to report.
Kratos' voice resurfaces in the conference hall.
A man of the Interfactional Committee paid a secret visit to Montpellier, hoping to obtain intel about the Manus.
Did I know about this before?
A secret visit?
A fellow politician, Pedro immediately grasps the true intent behind their visit. Oh yeah, the guy in the green outfit, I remember now.
What did they say? Do they intend to use our intel against the heads of their army command?
You've guessed it. If their government manages to rein in the army, it'll be much easier to reach a ceasefire.
But if anyone were to find out, we might be accused of interfering in their internal affairs. Have you considered that, Kratos?
Officially, the Foundation never made any contact with their government. All I did was have a candid conversation with a man about my concerns for his people.
He stresses one key detail.
At any rate, they haven't any reason to expose their cooperation with us.
There are simply too many uncertainties to consider.
Yeah, but do we really have a choice? The politician, accustomed to check... The politician, accustomed to checks and balances, catches the implication of a factional dispute.
History will only be restored to its rightful track if the peaceful factions on each side can rise to power and stop this war. This has been our goal from the beginning. It doesn't matter which era we end up in. We always benefit from a political climate that is friendly to the Foundation. That's undeniable. What do you think, Pedro?
He removes his glasses and rubs his eyes.
I might be able to persuade some of the other committee members to support this proposal. If we're certain of this course of action,
then we'll have to provide intel to those seeking peace, in all governments involved.
Good. No faction should put their own goals above those of the Foundation's.
Okay.
We'll need more to verify that Major's statement. Send investigators to search other regions and report everything they see. Creus, continue your investigation. Follow every possible lead.
Got it.
Understood. We'll dig up whatever they have buried.
To be continued. Paths crossed. Who are you? I know who this is. I don't know who you are. Whispers of movement lost beneath the clamor of calamity. Night falls and creatures stir. Good job on the breathing exercises. Not far away, there's another shadow hiding in the forest, under the cover of night. Perhaps he would have been taken for a withered tree trunk. But gargoyles belong to the night. They recognize one another with ease in the dimness.
Un homme est proclamé coupable, et pour cela condamné à mort, près même de la justice d'un procès. Son exécution est survenue tel en vent, le réduisant au silence avant qu'il ait pu prononcer un mot de repentir. Et c'est cela que tu appelles la justice?
Leave me be, Ladislas.
Leave me alone! I'm tired. I want to go to bed. She strikes the heavy question off.
Hast thou reflected on thine actions? Meeting eye for eye and tooth for tooth. Is it justice or vengeance still?
Actually, yeah. I'm gonna start. Get away from me.
Do you think so little of me that I would call it justice, even were it not so? Blame me then, cousin. Damn and condemn me. I care not.
Ooh, your cousins.
Never would I damn thee, cousin. For it is thy soul for which I am most concerned. I fear it doth wither with every act of malice.
That's so weird. You're really weird.
Hark and listen well. Dost thou forget the nature of our unholy ancestry? We are the kin of demons. 1,000 years hence, and their malevolence yet floweth thickened in our veins. And their whispers pricketh still our ears in the silence.
Okay.
Then answer me this question, dear cousin. You stand before the scales of a balance. On one pan, the lives of 10 men. And on the other, 100. If you had the power to shift its weight to save the many, would you?
A question that is heavy laced with blasphemies. Hast thou already bent thine ear to the devil's lies?
Ew! Yeah, go away.
Answer me, cousin. Elsewise, there is nothing more that needs to be said.
Yeah. Yeah. Ladislas furrows his brow and lowers his head, just motioning the words of a prayer.
Silence? Are you truly so naive? The scales are laying far heavier for those in the throes of war. Yet you have not even the courage to answer a simple question. I'm afraid you've mistaken your weakness for virtue.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Go back to the monastery, Ladislas. This is war. Red in tooth and claw. And your hot proves too quick to kindle.
Yeah. Ladislas vanishes into the dark with a sigh, his form melting into the night. A gargoyle soldier leans against a tree for a brief rest. In the crook of its branches, she begins to slowly turn into...
You are again at odds, it seems.
Can I look? Into stone. A voice rings in her ears. It speaks without a source, coming from neither place nor person.
'Twas not a battle, I thought.
Our cousin is more learned than either of we two, but he lacks in courage compared to thee, most daring of us all.
I do not deny his learnedness, but there are neither letters nor prose that might aid my mission.
Thou burnest too short a wick, and the flames of perdition rise to meet thee. I fear for thee, Marie, that thou go forth to a battle that will consume thee, whether in defeat or in triumph. Marcel, Antoine, and Yvonne, they once promised to return as thou didst. Yet they fell all the same, each after the last. Yvonne was taken before she had even tasted battle.
Let remorse consume me if it must. But God willing, I will see the end of this war first. Ere then, the fear of regret will not stay me. Not now. And perhaps, on that day when peace finally comes, he will return to us.
The voice vanishes in the night's breeze. She would not hear it again this night. She shakes off the scales of stone and resumes the march toward her next lead. Caravan lays out a local... Chris picks up the handful of bullets, placing the first on Mount Bay. Let me read. Caravan lays out a local strategic map over the table. Chris picks up a handful of bullets, placing the first on Monbay.
Major Brown was able to recall some of the locations that may have been used by the Menace. His coordinates aren't what anyone would call precise, so he'd best start searching ASAP.
We got the general area though, so it's
Chester,
fine.
you'll take the forest. Casper will be expecting you on the edge.
One bullet stands upright on the spot marked as forest.
Camilla, Lee, you'll search from here and move along the river.
We'll get it done, sir.
Each new order is marked by another round placed upright on the table.
Charles, Amanda, you're on Hill 299. You'll need to cross no man's land to get there. Make sure you establish your identity with both sides in advance to avoid friendly fire. Understood.
Walk in! Don't get shot! The crowded room empties order by order, bullet by bullet, until only the last round remains.
Arabian.
Yes, sir.
I want you on this village. Take Marsha with you. She's a skilled combatant as well as a medic. You can count on each other.
Yes, sir.
Partivan exits, leaving only one person remaining without orders. The young shoulder locks eyes with her superior, an unspoken relief written on her face.
So, does that mean I'll remain on standby in Montpay?
Oh my goodness, I remember you! I remember you. I love you. Yeah, remain on standby and stay alive, because I'll be really upset if you die.
Yes. I need someone coordinating the defense of this town should the Menace attack.
I remember them, unlike you. I still don't know who you are.
Oh.
Relief turns into dread.
Is this it?
I believe so. Let's get on with it.
The village around them still carries the signs of lush wilderness and gentle fields, a place of abundance and safety once.
Watch my six.
The two draw weapons and enter from the side. The investigators are not stopped in any way, and if they hadn't been instructed to do so, they would have just treated this place as any other forgotten remnant of better days.
This place is empty. It's heartbreaking to see it so quiet.
We're ahead of schedule. Let's start by checking the houses one by one.
Good. Find anything?
Nope.
Only some letters I can't read. I guess they didn't have time to post them before they left.
There were some small arms in the basement. All of them older models and rusty. The ammo was damp.
Marcia holds her gaze on an empty warehouse.
This place had to have been looted more than a few times. The only valuables left are the ones too heavy to move.
So basically there's nothing here. What do the Manus want it for?
Nobody would want to be here. She shakes her head in frustration.
I was rushed through the investigator training before being sent to Montpellier. It's possible I missed something.
The young man tries to console her, but his smile is stiff.
Don't worry, you're doing fine. Mr. Creus always says training is no match for experience.
That's a positive way to look at it.
Blackbird is a prime example. I mean, Meryl. You met her back in Montpellier. She's been through all the training the Foundation could throw at her, but she still isn't ready for the battlefield. I probably shouldn't say, but she nearly went mental during the Antarctic operation.
Well, I don't know if Well, I don't know actually. Also, I just noticed that you have, like, little marks next to your name. I forgot what those are called. Quotation marks. I don't think you're a real officer anymore. I mean, I didn't believe that Creus was super legit, but I really don't think you're legit anymore. Or at least that you're probably working for someone that I don't agree with. Or something of that sort. I don't know what you're doing, but I don't believe in you. I think you're a bad guy. In disguise.
The battlefield is crueler than ordinary people can imagine. A few weeks of military training just isn't enough.
Baravan follows the topic and broaches a question he's been long holding back.
So, what's your deal? I know you came from some order with special arcane training. You can freeze your fear and pain, emotional stuff during battle until you feel safe.
Is that her skill?
I only skimmed through the briefing. Is that right?
It's more complicated than that. But I'm not sure I'd like to get into it now.
That's fair.
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
Take your time. It's personal.
No need to apologize. Just... Do you think we missed anything?
Her eyes are still really pretty.
Well, let's take a minute. What could they even possibly hide here? Arms? Chemical weapons? Secret files? Or gear smuggled back from the future?
Maybe something underground. Why'd we move over here? Was I supposed to see something?
I don't know much about Manus and Dictate or the future.
Whoa! There's a sudden ear-splitting pop, followed by a thundering explosion as rocks splatter across her armor.
Incoming!
Crap!
Armored vehicle, 200 meters northwest of the village. Take cover!
What? 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 Yeah, let's go fight. Yeah, throw me into battle.
There are many routes to travel, but only one destination.
Put me in, coach. What? I think we should get the Crusher first. The Crusher. Let's destroy the Crusher.
King of Pekin, the gate locks down. I have seen to the heart of you.
Close your eyes.
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Oh, that wasn't a good decision. Oh, but that was.
A shot hit.
Don't be fooled.
The armor's too thick. We need a higher caliber weapon.
You retreat. At least one of us needs to make it back to report this.
Holy crap, no!
On my signal. You run, I'll cover you.
Incoming!
Well, you said look out, not incoming.
My sight shall unveil the hidden.
Wait, no. Crusher.
The gate locks down. My sight shall unveil the hidden.
Sensing their thoughts.
Now is the time for repentance. This.
Why is my damage so low when I attack the Crusher?
The path will become clear.
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. A shot hit.
Whoa.
That wasn't enemy fire.
Yeah. It was Sentinel.
There's a breach in the armor. See? It's slowing down.
This may be our only chance, Masha.
Run! Oh shoot, we're not running.
The gate locks down. The destin du Gakui.
Listen to this.
By God's grace. Le glas funèbre sonne pour toi.
I love the music that plays during the ult.
Yeah! Vampires don't just thirst for blood, we crave victory too.
Yeah! Okay. I think I'm going to do maybe 1 or 2 more because it's late. And I think if I were to actually go through this entire thing in one go, it would probably take me like 12 hours because I looked up in the middle of this and I saw that this chapter is 24 parts. I didn't check before I started. So I'm going to go ahead and say, and we're only on part 10 at this point. So, and we've already been here for a few hours. So I'm gonna say that, oh wait, presents! Yay! Anyways, I think I'm only gonna do 1 or 2 more, and then I'm gonna be done, at least for today. For today. And then pick this back up later. You know? I know you know.
I'm afraid I only have turnip stew to serve you. I will add a few sausage scraps to your bowl, however.
Thanks.
Here. Now go. It's best you leave before another battle breaks out.
Already?
Is there something else you want from me? You know what? Since you're so fond of visiting, take the chair you're sitting on.
I don't really want to visit you anymore.
Even through the coldest winters, that chair was spared the fire. Perhaps it was meant for you.
Or perhaps you just want me to stop visiting, which I'm completely fine with.
Right. Since you insist on staying, I will go to the market and see what I can find. Sit here for a while longer if you like. Prepare for a lifelong stay, even. With any luck, this place will become your grave by the time the next farce ends.
How joyous. Thank you for your optimistic words. Anyways. Devil's work. You gotta go talk to the devil. I'm guessing. Probably not. We're probably just gonna have a long talk with Sentinel. That's my guess anyways. Thick, acrid smoke blows from the wreckage of the armored vehicle. Marcia braces herself on a pile of debris, all once letting herself feel the sharp, tearing pain in her shoulder.
It's over. Someone helped us. Parabian, are you alright?
We are dead! She looks across the road. Just ahead, the young man is pinned under a heavy beam.
Stay put, Marcia. You're bleeding.
You're trapped!
I can get myself out.
Can you? Partivon strains with all of his strength, but he can't move the timber an inch.
We're all clear. Let me help you.
Don't fuss over me. It's just a bit of wood. You need to stay put. Your head and shoulder are bleeding.
I feel bad for being mean to him now.
What? Am I hurt?
Well, he did say that. Marcia staggers to her feet.
I'm feeling faint.
She reaches for the top of her head.
Seems you're right. I'm bleeding profusely from several wounds. That's what I get for suppressing all my pain.
Ugh.
So, just a little shrapnel. Nothing too serious.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Treat your wounds first, Marcia.
Dude, lock in. Stop it. Let her help.
Understood.
Crap. He's dying. She leans back on a pile of fallen bricks, her head swaying until it slumps. We are so cooked.
I'll be alright. I just need a little rest.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Her gaze lifts up to a pair of boots, then the sizable barrel of an anti-tank rifle. She looks up.
You, again.
She struggles to her feet.
Sit.
Sit the fuck down. Do not stand up, bro. If you stand up right now, I'm gonna kill you. I'm shooting you with my rifle. You better sit your butt down before I get you. Okay? Sit down. Her legs buckle, leaving her braced up against the debris.
You saved us. Thank you.
What brought you here?
Collecting intel on Manus Vindictae.
Have you no reckoning on the danger in this place?
Well, no. Marcia shakes her head.
Imbecile. You might well have breathed your last in that battle.
Let go!
Huh?
Who's out there?
Sentinel turns, spotting a figure emerging from the armored vehicle's smoking shell.
Let me go! You're gonna get me killed!
At his feet lies a wounded soldier in the same black uniform.
No! Sterling, please!
Oh my god! The wounded man's cries are cut short. Sterling turns two manic, bloodshot eyes toward the advancing sniper.
Fuck!
A bullet strikes the gargoyle clean through her abdomen, but it draws no blood. Instead, tips of stony debris fall out from the wound.
What the hell? You goddamn monster!
The man's eyes go wider still as he turns to flee. She does not give chase. She walks to Paravan and lifts the beam from his body.
Wait. Who are you? Are you with the Foundation?
Quite the opposite. The young man finds his answer in her grim and stony face.
Stay here and tend to your comrade. I will tend to our enemies.
This is big! Sorry. I'll shut up. You're gonna die.
Are we the only ones left? Where's Colton?
You're gonna die.
Dead! Now get the lead out and run! She's coming at us! She's coming! Shoot her, Eugen! Shoot her! I can't see her. Where are we running? Look! There's an old mill ahead. We'll regroup there to intercept her. Keep running, you idiot!
This is a horror movie.
I see her now. She's there. Die!
Die!
You idiot!
What are you talking about? You told him to do that.
My hand!
An old windmill lies just ahead. Refuge in his panicked mind.
For the wicked flee, and I pursueth.
It's me! Another bullet strikes her shoulder and bounces off in another spray of stone.
Why won't you die, you devil?
A devil, you call me?
You think the devil has horns? Well, so did I.
What are you, then?
Oh, but this is so beautiful. But I can't imagine how scary that is.
What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
You who discord between nations and plot schemes for the undoing of man. Who then is your master?
Discord? Are you howling at the moon? Okay, I won't make any more references. She steps closer.
For if you do the devil's work, are you not a devil like me? J'ai pitié de vous. Repent and you may yet find mercy in the judgment of the Lord.
And now art thou cursed from the earth.
What the hell do you want? Back off!
Sterling, isn't it? You need not fear me. You still have time.
Which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand.
Repent and you may yet be saved. Speak.
What are you talking about? What do you want from me?
When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
The soldier stumbles to the ground. As he scrambles, he launches into a desperate prayer.
Answer me. For what purpose does Manus Vindicte drive the world to war and ruin?
Mother of Resurrection, the guiding one.
Oh my god, you actually are about to Manus Vindicte. Die, 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 die. The pair follows a pattern she knows by heart, yet the name he speaks is strange.
Please have mercy on your humble servant. I pray for a miracle, a ladder into your eternal kingdom.
Die! Die! Die!
I hereby
Kill him!
offer
Kill
my
him!
life to you. Please save me from desperation and take me to the golden era.
Kill him! 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 Shoot him! Shoot him in the head!
A
Shoot him in the head!
fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
He saves the last bullet for himself. I regret my actions.
A blasphemer to the end.
Miss Sentinel? Miss Sentinel!
Wounds and scars. Oh my god! Are we fighting Marcia? Oh my god, that's Marcia!
Merde. Those accursed knights. Calm yourself, Marianne. Steady your breathing. You need not panic. This will not be the end of you.
It won't.
My sight shall unveil the hidden. This is well. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. A sure hit.
Target locked down. I have seen to the heart of you.
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. A sure hit.
Le destin tu gargouilles. Le glas funèbre sonne pour toi. A worthy victory. But the fight is far from over.
Oh my goodness, I got music! Oh, that's not a very nice title. Mood Switch? Yeah, there is a mood switch. Wait, what is the description? I kept looking at it. Colors in the darkness, a touch from 1,000 miles away, and a fragrance that can be savored without tasting can all be found here. That's kind of scary, actually. I shouldn't have read that. But awesome. I killed Marcia in my past life. She can't remember how she did it. Perhaps her enemies were as exhausted as she was, or perhaps it was just the devil's luck. This is beautiful. Look at this. Actually beautiful. Oh my god. Can I just take a moment? Let me take a moment to look at the beautiful art. Look at the metal. Oh my god. Okay, I'll stop looking at it. I just want to admire it because it's really gorgeous. Struggling, fighting purely by instinct, she holds her heavy armored foe at bay. Time crawls to a standstill. Her bayonet is stopped mere centimeters from her foe's throat by two armored fists.
Dost thou recall when once, in our youth, we fought over an apple tree?
Lâche-moi! Nein, du Teufel!
Thou wished to cut its wood and make us a fire to roast a chicken. But I rebuked thee, for I believed the tree would bear fruit, and it would be the sweeter bounty of the two. Thou didst find a bush with overripened berries and hurled them at me, crying that they should serve as my supper, while the chicken would be for thee alone. And I retaliated in kind. Ere long, we were painted red with juice. What a bloody melee we fight. We laughed as we laid down our arms. What fun we had that day.
Non. Je ne veux pas.
But the battle thou fightest now shall not end in the gentle smears of red berries. What drives humanity to war? Could it be so different from what drove us to it beneath that apple tree? I dare not imagine how a slaughter that has claimed the lives of millions could be waged for so small a cause. That we should be brought to bloodshed driven only by the fear of those whom we were taught to despise. What immortal hand or eye could frame the cause behind these deadly ends? Thou art more courageous than I, Marie. Never hast thou doubted thy conviction. So tell me, I pray, is there some purpose in the war they now fight? For I see no divine meaning to be found in this killing and dying.
Oh, wait. I'm supposed to read. I was locked in. Small caliber. Oh, wait, no. That's too cheerful. Small caliber rounds pose no real threat to a rocky exterior, but that does little to reduce the pain. And the healing comes slowly.
Agnes?
No response. That was expected. But what she had not expected was the next voice.
Who's Agnes?
He matters not. But what brings you here?
I'm taking you somewhere safe. Paravian, that young man who came with me, is back at the village. He'll continue with our search. Before you ask, I'm doing fine. Like you, I'm made of sterner stuff.
Nice. She rotates her arm, looking as if her wounds had all but disappeared.
I checked over your wounds, but I have no earthly idea what to do with this gravel. I know how to treat flesh, not stone. But that wound won't be a problem for you, will it?
No.
Her physical pain is bearable, but the lingering echoes of her nightmare cause her to grit her teeth.
Were you dreaming? seemed like a nightmare.
You can tell? Aw. She's tired, man. She lets her stare forward and away. There's field dressing to the wounds that truly pain her.
I don't know if this will help.
She removes her gloves. It's a brisk and almost tender motion, revealing deep, slashing cuts across her palms.
Could it be? Are you...
I am. But that battle is long over. You and I are no longer enemies.
The howls of their deadly melee still ring in her ears.
It was a senseless fight. I hurt you.
It wasn't your fault. In fact, I thank you for it. They thought I died fighting you. I used that as my opportunity to leave.
Well, at least that put a positive spin on it.
For some time after that, I was with an international rescue team. We came under attack by the Manus for our efforts, but the Foundation intervened.
Wait, then you remember me?
Well, I don't think she would have showed you and have been like, yeah, it's me, if she didn't remember you. Marcia nods, a gentle... Marcia nods, a gentle, graceful motion, carrying the reassurance of a doctor at her patient's bedside.
And you didn't. I was wearing a helmet. But you don't have a face one forgets.
Awesome. She's like, I wish you forgot. I don't want you to look at me. Dang.
Marianne.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, that's your name. Marie-Anne. It's lovely.
She repeats it, stressing the syllables as if to remember it.
Tell me then, what do you know about Manus Vindictae?
They are a secret organization open to only pure-blooded arcanists. Simply put, their goal is to cause as much chaos as possible and eventually destroy all of human society.
Yep, you got it, but they aren't open to purely blooded arcanists. They also let others in, but they aren't really nice to those others.
And this Mother of Resurrection is like a god to them.
It's Arcana.
Something like that, yes. She died once, but they managed to resurrect her through some awful ritual.
Yep.
A resurrected madwoman?
Her sting curdles into hatred, fingers clench, but she's trying to crush something in midair.
Then she is a false prophet, an imposture of the true resurrection.
Marcia seizes the opportunity to move to her side.
The war between the Foundation and Manus Vindictae has lasted ages, longer even than this war. You and the Foundation share the same goals, and the intelligence you gathered may prove crucial for us. If you would be willing to share it, we may be able to reach a truce sooner. So please, mull it over.
Sentinel bows her head, giving her rifle a rough once-over. She wiped away some of the blood and dirt that cakes the receiver, then one by one slots new rounds into its magazine.
My search into Manus Vindictae began at the turn of 1918. Their documents, personal belongings, letters. I sought and scrounged for every clue that might be found. From these, I learned of their mission to prolong this bloodshed, supplying both sides with arms of dreadful artifice. Then, as now, I still do not understand why.
I mean, Marcia did explain that they want to kind of rid the world of people so that they can only have Arcanists.
I brought my evidence before the powers of my nation, but they cared not. So I spoke out against them, still hoping they might awaken to this madness.
But the mist...
But my words went unheeded. Worse, they turned against me, hiding even the very name of Manus Vindicte from all their publications and letters.
Oh my god, no.
There is no longer any truth in the words they print. Only lies, meant to stir the pride of youth to deadly, pointless slaughter. Youths who were but children when the war began. That is why I have turned to this. To killing the ones who incited this war. It was the only choice I had left. Perhaps it has all been for naught. But at least I have put deeds to words. What has the Foundation done?
Yeah. You're awesome. Yeah, I love you. The accusation forces her into a stammering defense.
We have done more than you know, but I'm not authorized to tell you.
So, nothing.
You expect me to offer all I know to you, yet still withhold your trust.
Yeah. That's not fair.
I'm sorry. No, I suppose that isn't fair of us. If there's anything we can offer in exchange to make a deal,
But our efforts lose steam.
I'll try my best to honor it, but I can't guarantee anything.
A cold breeze cuts the stillness between them. Sentinel lets out a slow and labored breath.
I will give nothing to the Foundation. Neither freely nor for any bargain.
You've lost the plot, Marsha. We're so good. We're so done. We're so done. We're not winning. This is so bad. You fumbled, Marsha. You fumbled. No! You fumbled. You should have just given it up.
But you, Marsha, you have my trust.
Oh, never mind. You did not fumble, Marsha. You have the bag. You have it. You have it. Oh my gosh. Marsha lights up at her patient's declaration.
Follow me.
Oh, of course.
No kiss. I'm joking. That was a crazy thing. The little star. Adherence to military regulations is mandatory for all soldiers, including Arcanists. Recite them. 1. Respect all comrades equally, regardless of classification. 2. Execute all orders exactly, no changes based on divination. 3. Do not neglect conventional science. Bullets often outkill arcane powers. 4. You are fully accountable for entities you summon. 5. No mental surveillance, influence, or manipulation of personnel without authorization. 6. No arcane modification of issued equipment without authorization. 7. Conduct spirit contact only with other member present. Limit to 3 minutes. 8. Know the alternative forms of your comrades. 9. Report and secure approval before using large rituals or high-level incantations. 10. Expect enemy arcanists and other supernatural threats during operations. Okay. I did say... I did say only 1 or 2 more, and I did 1 and 2. Listen! Listen, one more. Listen, this is genuinely the last one. Genuinely the last one. This is the last chapter I'm gonna do. This is genuinely the last chapter I'm gonna do. And then I'll end. Then I'll be done. I'll be finished. Finito. The book closed. Okay. Part 12 of Fractured Sanctuary. Genuinely the last one.
An armored vehicle?
The driver was a menace. They're not just supplying the war anymore.
There's a pause before the Hawks leader speaks through the receiver.
What do you think that means, Chris?
Both sides are gathered in the same room, listening to the reports from the front lines. Reyes lets out a soft, rueful chuckle, though he does not let it betray the seriousness of his words.
Huh. That the Manus have decided to build themselves an army.
That seems likely.
And that's very not good.
In that case, we must prepare immediately for a response. Xeno's main force is still at the eastern front. They won't be able to reinforce us if anything happens here. The Foundation will need an army of its own.
Crap.
That's completely irresponsible.
Pedro, do you really think it's irresponsible at this point? I think it's kind of a necessity. Convoys festers speculation.
It will only increase the tension on this front, and it directly violates our peace policy. Manus Vindicte takes in only pure-blooded arcanists. That doesn't make for a large recruitment pool. It won't be much of an army, really.
Do we forget Schneider? In the first couple of chapters, she was not a pure-blooded arcanist. There is so many evidence. I mean, actually, Schneider's the only evidence. I guess I'm wrong. No. They trick humans into joining. And then use them as tools. That is something they do.
To say nothing of the fact that they lack the organization or discipline that is needed for a true large-scale military operation. Armies need human leadership. You forgot to take Arcana into consideration, Petra. You don't know what she can do to her followers with her new power.
That is true.
Whatever the case, we cannot take anything for granted. The Foundation will need the strength to defend itself from future attacks by the Manus. If we act quickly, we may even get ahead of things. I'd like to see what the committee will think of this plan. I hope they'll have a better grasp of the consequences. You're not seeing the board, Petra.
Communicator struggles to transmit the two leaders' heated exchange. Reyes, on the other end, stays quiet, professional, obedient. Before long, the mediator takes over the line.
We can't rule out the possibility of a large-scale conflict. However, the committee will maintain its peace policy until we have reliable evidence.
Okay.
And if the worst happens?
We're going to war.
Then we'll do what we must to survive, even if that means igniting a worldwide war.
Jeez.
We have arrived.
Oh,
I see.
That's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, that's the window from her ultimate. That's so cool. That's such a cool detail. I can't believe they did that. I'm sorry. The glow of arcane skills fades as they approach, revealing their hidden sanctuary. It is, or was, an abbey, appropriately Gothic, with ornate stone walls rising up to meet the air. Its dome long collapsed.
This monastery, it's not an arcane creation, is it?
No. It has only been enchanted with our arcane skill, Carthusian. beneath its protection, those that dwell here will go unnoticed by any who pass near.
A gargoyle dressed in friar's robes walks barefoot on the grass. He looks up from his book to meet the new arrivals.
Greetings, I'm Marcia, investigator of the St. Pablo Foundation.
You shouldn't have introduced yourself like that. The friar nods, offering a smile soft and friendly, then extends a finger and presses it to his lips.
Oh, I see. Have you made a vow of silence?
The sounds of breaking rock draws her eyes away.
Huh?
Beneath a broken, narrow window, a stone statue of a woman begins to stir, its surface softening into flesh. Her face is marked by twisted sorrow as she walks towards Sentinel with an exaggerated gait.
Marie, mon petit chou, the rest return to us again. But oh, child, thou needs rest.
She just pulls Marianne into a tight embrace and paints a series of deep kisses on her cheeks. Sentinel endures the affection with as much grit as she did with the bullets.
And this is a friend?
The woman turns to Marcia, her eyes now pooling with greater sadness.
Oh, poor child.
The hug comes too quick to dodge, too sturdy to resist, pulling Marcia into a breathtaking embrace. Sorry, Marcia, you gotta give a hug to her. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. The smothering hostility at last abates, and Marcia takes a deep breath of fresh air, taking in a pleasant smell of grass and wildflowers.
Our Marie has never been tireless in her toils. 'Tis a shame that she never permits us to aid her. Am I truly too aged to be of service? Oh, but perhaps my age has eclipsed my wisdom, for I have thus far been an unwelcoming host. Allow me to brew you some tea.
She leaves with singular purpose and surprising speed.
My aunt is a gentle soul. She came by here 1 year ago, not fearing the danger, saying she must take care of everyone left in the family.
That's sweet.
That old lump of stone that greeted us came here to take refuge with his brother after they were injured last year.
She hangs her head with resignation.
Only a small number of my kind dwell here. Many of us remain divided by the war.
Dang.
Enjoy my aunt's hospitality. I shall go now to collect what you seek.
I'll be here then.
Otherwise, you gotta deal with my relatives while I go do the thing that I want to do.
Hold on.
She lets herself relax only a moment before noticing the stone-faced gargoyles that look down at her from a dozen perches. That's terrifying. A thought crawls under her skin.
Bonjour?
She spins around in place, meeting the unblinking eyes to each statue, stopping on the figure of a young girl. The girl's hands cover her face in a mournful pose, the silent tragedy of an endless moment of loss.
This is...
Why hath my cousin brought you here?
Oh my god, it's this loser again. A voice calls out behind her, rigid, almost rude. A tall, gaunt monk stands in the courtyard.
You are not one of us. You are a bringer of war in our house of peace. What does your foundation seek from our quiet holes?
Oh my god, go away. No one cares. There's accusation in the gravelly tone of his voice.
You misunderstand. The Foundation isn't bringing war. We're trying to end it.
This war is neither yours nor ours to end.
Never said it was yours then.
What are you saying?
inaction is in itself an action. The monk falls silent, as if debating whether his next words are worth the effort. His face contorts, becoming an exaggeration of self-righteousness.
It has come as a divine punishment for the faithless who have turned from God. Its end will come only with the extinction of civilization.
You are disgusting, and I hope you die this chapter.
Sounds like you want everyone, humans and Arcanists alike, to suffer and die.
You twist my words, Chevalier. I do not seek this end, this path of suffering out of hatred for humanity. No, I do so because I pray fervently for their deliverance. But deliverance waits for the last edifices of this sinful world to crumble. When the faithless nations, as a fire consuming its last embers, burn themselves to ash.
How will you go burn to ash?
Soon, the artifices of modernity, their factories of war and death, will crumble, as Babel before them had, their lies of advancement and revolution dying with them. We must return to the innocence of the past, as Nineveh did, heeding the word of God.
Assez, cousin.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for shutting him up. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sentinel. Thank you. Oh my god. The rebuke breaks his rhythm. Sentinel steps between Marcia and Ladilas, forcing her cousin to take a step away.
Tes prophéties ont empêché notre invité de prendre son thé.
Yeah! Get him! Yeah. Sentinel turns and hands Marcia a heavy canvas military bag.
Are you able to lift it?
No problem. I can handle it.
Ladilas watches the exchange with abject curiosity.
Marianne, n'est-elle pas issue de la fondation que tu dis dépourvue de volonté pour mettre fin à cette guerre? Quel effort vain poursuis-tu donc à présent?
I have to read this out loud, I'm so sorry. Marianne, is she not of the very foundation thou sayest lacketh the will to end this war? What fruitless endeavor dost thou now pursue?
C'est une amie, Ladislas. Je lui accorde la liberté de venir et partir ici comme elle veut.
You're so cool.
Mais elle n'est pas...
A what?
C'est mon droit de le faire, n'est-ce pas?
It is!
Oui.
He lowers his head without protest. Sentinel turns from her kin back to Marcia, who has now taken several steps away.
You will find here all that I've collected since 1918. Most useful to you may be a list of those in each military who have made contact with the Manus. Take them from here to your foundation, and make of them what you will. I hope they will serve you better than they did me.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You've been really helpful. Marcia seems more than eager to retreat. Aunt Madeline stands at the foot of a stone pillar, tea in her hand, and nods in self-reproach. The courtyard falls still. Ladilas breaks his silence with a withering glare.
Cousin, why hast thou concerned thyself with the affairs of this sinful world? We are involved now at our peril.
Even if this war was, as you believe, a divine punishment, the people have suffered enough.
Clock him.
Ont-tu donc souffert? Je ne vois que des cendres et nul sac de pénitence.
Didn't you want everyone to burn ashes? Only ashes? You've seen the ashes! He motions the weeping girl tucked in the sanctuary's niche.
Hast thou learned nothing from our chère Agnes?
Leave her out of this.
Yeah, I was about to say, how dare you bring up the death of a beloved family member? I don't even know who Agnes is, but keep her out of this.
It was she who prophesied this war.
Keep her out of this. He drags up the memory with sharp intention.
And whose body turned to stone as it came to pass.
What?
Was she not the closest of us all to the ear of our Lord? Then I can see only one reason for her sacrifice. It is a warning to us.
What happened?
Tell me, if that is so, why God would choose such a warning?
Revelation and prophecy oft appear inscrutable to those that disbelieve them, until the truth is made manifest.
Ladilas's voice trembles, a practiced tension of humility and pride.
Mais je crois, et je vois clairement ce que tu ne vois pas, que notre Seigneur nous enjoint de ne ni combattre, ni mettre fin à cette guerre. Car cela est venu tel un nouveau grand déluge, destiné à balayer ce monde pécheur. Agnès reviendra à nous lorsque notre innocence passée sera retrouvée et reconstruite à partir de leur ruine. Mais la foi doit être préservée si elle doit être reconstruite. Et c'est la base encombrante aux fidèles, à nous, les gargouilles. Je t'en prie. Écoute mes paroles, cousine. Dépose ton épée de vengeance. Ne réponds pas aux démons qui murmurent dans ton sang. Et ne souille pas davantage ton âme déjà si lourde de péché.
He lets his words cling to his lips with solemn weight. His cousin, however, has never been easy to preach to. She stiffens, sorrow and purpose welling in her eyes.
Armes à feu, canon, donc, bombes. Tu te souviens comment ces machines ont détruit nos vies, n'est-ce pas? Alors, tu sais déjà que l'innocence du passé ne repose pas simplement enfuie, prête à être reconstruite. Elle est morte et disparue. Si porter un fardeau de péché permet de mettre fin à cette guerre, ce prix me semble dérisoire.
Ladilas is stunned. He fights back tears and turns to face the altar. The light from the stained glass windows wreathes him like a mourner's cloak.
As-tu oublié le péril de nos ancêtres? Ou les nombreux noms que nous avons effacés de notre lignée lorsqu'ils se sont égarés du chemin de la droiture? Le son démoniaque a déjà submergé notre famille. Et je crains qu'il ne te submerge bientôt toi aussi. Et moi, je ne souhaite pas devoir effacer ton nom, Marianne, de notre lignée.
Okay. Researchers. Oh my gosh, I'm really actually gonna have to read this out because I'm actually interested. It was during the Merovingian dynasty that the Bishop of Rouen successfully subdued the first known gargoyle. This gargoyle and his descendants then formed a unique lineage devoted to protecting churches across generations. However, in recent times, many younger gargoyles have chosen to abandon this ancient tradition, leaving their dark church perches for the light and glamour of the modern world. Based on my recent observations, this generational conflict continues to cause significant distress among elder gargoyles. It's worth noting that younger generations' departure also relates to modern churches being unable to provide adequate sustenance, reflecting broader societal changes. This aspect warrants further historical analysis. Gargoyles have some unique arcane skills. First, their arcane ability allows them to petrify their own body parts, a formidable defense mechanism during the age of close quarters combat with bayonets and spears, though considerably less effective against modern artillery bombardments. Additionally, gargoyles possess exceptional visual capabilities with partially remarkable night vision. This trait completes their natural stealth abilities, enabling them both to detect hidden threats with ease and execute perfectly timed ambushes. I must admit, it's surprising such impressive combat abilities were historically limited to the protection of churches, though my lack of religious knowledge may explain this confusion. Your theoretical ignorance is indeed inspiring. Mandatory religious studies await you. While I object to you reading my research notes without permission, I'll concede that, compared to your piety, I'm clearly the irreligious one, just a pure biologist. Who said I'm not a pure biologist? Gargoyles all carry a curse. While the origins of their curse remain shrouded in secrecy, people are often about its manifestations. People are open about its manifestations. Excessive bloodshed appears to corrupt them. The corruption takes the form of mental instability, progressing from rejecting to completely abandoning their faith. Well, my pure biologist friend, your gargoyle research now necessitates the very religious study that you say you have no interest with. This notebook clearly requires a sturdier lock. Okay. I think that's gonna be it for today. Or, actually, yeah, today, because I have, it is currently 4 a.m. for me. And I need water. Like, oh shoot, yeah, I need water. Hold on. Okay. My mic, okay. The background is from Lavender Syndrome. I'm going to change it soon. But that's it for today. I will probably play more later. So that I can complete the story. Um and I hope that you're either having a good morning, a good evening, or a good night, depending where you are. And if you're going to bed, have sweet dreams. If you're not, I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay. Bye bye.